A woman has the right to decide exactly who she wants to be.
What?
What? What does the fuck say?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right.
it a lot.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
And now for something completely different.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I've been looking forward to this.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we see will defy explanation. If you wanna view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Wanna change the world? There's nothing to it.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
It is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D-E Temple, cooling in a place to be reviews. Right back here with all of yous. Monday night going in Raw, episode number 165. Hail to this wonderful panel. Hail to the chat. So Red Gaze is going to be in the chat tonight modding. He is working on fulfillment. They got Sunsworn going on. He's got Bonds going on right now, working on all of that goodness. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on. We had a great weekend down in Grand Rapids. Superfan Adam Strahan's going to join us for a few minutes here. I'm going to be tossing him a link. But let me run down the folks that are here right now. And we've got Fanzine Vids will be joining us shortly. So we've got a great show planned for you guys tonight. Tina Bojan, Nano Reaper in the chat right now. Hail to you all, and let me drop it over to AngelousDraven, who's in the house this evening, fresh off a trip to Vegas. What's up, man?
I'm Phantom Menace Vampire here. I do gaming over on my channel, but I'm looking forward to having a good show tonight and talking about Vegas and whatever topics Pete has in store for us.
Oh, absolutely, bro. We're gonna be talking about the weekend that was. He's here. Let me kick it over to my man, my co-host, my brother, Mr. Tony Tone Deaf.
Best part of the weekend is that and yes, you may have heard rumors on Twitter, I got to hook up with Geeky Pixie, so he got haters.
So is
What a story, Mark.
I brought some of her home with me in my teeth.
Gay!
Hey, wait. So Tony, did at any point during the hookup was this question asked?
Hey, where's the cream filling?
Oh God. So Tony and Geeky were hooking up, and he was like, normally this would be awkward, and Geeky was like,
well, that's not the case here.
let me toss it over to our last member of the panel for right now. I hung out with him last weekend down in Grand Rapids at Grand Rapids Comic-Con. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the program. Welcome back, Mr. Phoenix Animation.
What's up, everybody? It is the owner of the most metal channel on YouTube and the most metal person in CG, your boy Phoenix Animation here. Hail, everybody. Good to be here. What's going on?
Hey, man. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. I know you're, like you said, you're on the road. But, yeah, man, thanks for dropping in. We appreciate it. This weekend was absolutely great.
Yep.
I've got Nano Reaper sent me a bunch of articles here, and we're going to talk about these in the Just the Headlines segment. But we got to talk about this past weekend though. So Tony and Draven got to meet up out in Vegas, and me and Phoenix are hanging out in Grand Rapids. Tony, what was the best part of the weekend for you outside of hooking up with Geeky Pixie?
Just the energy, man, because the meetup, it's like I've been to concerts, I've been to shows, just all kinds of different events and experiences throughout my life, but nothing was quite like this. It was like just a family coming together for like the first time, It felt really good. I gotta tell you, this is the best I felt since like leaving the theater after The Last Jedi. It just felt really good to be with all these other fandom refugees, and it's really become something of its own,
What about you, Draven? Memorable moments, maybe meeting somebody in particular. I mean, outside of Tony, who I'm kind of jealous. I haven't got to meet this motherfucker yet. You know what I mean? But
am I gonna meet him before you do, Etep?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
I'd say meeting like Nerdrotic and Jeremy and Drunken Ryan were probably the highlights. As far as like moments, probably shoving Kaya in a trunk and him pretending culture's carrying across the border was probably like a really good highlight. Freeman Street was awesome. Just rocking there, walking up and down that strip, and then doing the Degeneration X pose with Drunken Ryan was pretty awesome too.
I saw your fuck Naughty Dog shirt and you got the chant going. That was dope. That was dope as fuck. I was like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny, man. It looked like you guys had a blast. Nobody got arrested, right? There was no arrests or anything.
No arrests.
Nobody's seen Drunk 3PO on YouTube since. We don't know yet.
Right?
Well, where do you go where you have that many people together and like 90% of them are drinking alcohol? And trust me, alcohol and titties don't mix. I used to run a strip club. They don't mix. There wasn't any drama. There was no fights. There were no police. It was just a good time, man, and good energy.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. And that's kind of like, it is. It renews your faith in our corner of the fandom over here, and it's like, you know what, man? There's straight up, these are good people. And hey, look at Brightest Days in the chat. Hail, brother.
Hey.
I saw him rocking. Was it now? Correct me if I'm wrong. Brightest Day, was that a Star? You said Starfleet uniform you had on? I'm not.
Battlestar
Galactica. Okay. All right. Battlestar Bears Beats and Battlestar Galactica. All right, I got it. But welcome, sir. Let's see. I gotta welcome in for a few minutes here. We're gonna bring superfan Adam Shawhan in, who hung out with me in Phoenix down in Grand Rapids for Grand Rapids Comic Con this weekend, which was a freaking blast. The con was fun, but Saturday night after the con, we had a good fucking time.
Hell yeah! I had so much regret the next morning.
Yes.
And all of it was directed at Adam getting us a 4 Horsemen shot, because I knew that's what did it for me.
Oh, dude!
At the very last shot.
Yes, like he did. He was like, because you got your what did you order, Phoenix? What did you order?
Okay, so I got us all water moccasins. It's like Crown Royal, Peach Schnapps, Splash Sour. But it's Crown. It's a Crown shot. It's a good opener.
It was excellent, because then I got Johnny Vegas. I got around to Johnny Vegas after that, and those are delicious.
Yeah, that was great.
Yep, and then Adam comes in and he's like, "No, fuck this. Those shots tasted good. Now I'm gonna just peel your fucking cat back." It's like, why would you do that? That should have been the middle one. Why?
Adam's like, nobody's puked yet. This is a problem. Like, let's
right?
It was like they were good drinks, but look, Frou-Frous, here's a manly drink for you. You know, I mean, you were there for the cheer and you got it. Like I said, I was like, oh, maybe we'll do this. You know, maybe we'll be nice and do something with, I don't know, a little bit of butterscotch schnapps, little this.
I showed up to the convention an hour late.
Oh, we couldn't even make it. It was like,
it was like 3 o'clock, but you know what I mean, or like 2 o'clock by the time I got back to the hotel room, and and then I had to get up at 7:30 to like work on, because I brought my whole assembly, my computer, my heat press, everything that I need to make stuff. So I had to pack all that shit up. and then load it all into my car, which took a lot longer than expected because, man, I was not feeling it.
Oh, dude, when I was leaving the hotel Sunday, I had my bag in one hand and my cooler in the other one, which was a hell of a lot lighter than it was Saturday night, let me tell you what. And I flipped it up when I was walking in the elevator, and I spilled water all over the fucking elevator. And this dude is in there. And then I left my fucking ring that my mom got me at the fucking hotel.
Oh shit!
They've got it. They're mailing it back to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I you should have just hit me up. I would have just dropped. I was there till the end of the day. I could have dropped.
I forgot, and so I called. They've got it set aside. They've got all my info. They're gonna send it to me. I'm like, hail Parrothead. Yeah, Red Gaze will be back next week. He's working on fulfillment for Bonds right now, helping out with that. So Red will be back next week. He is in the chat though.
Red Gaze is ducking me. He's like, "Oh, Phoenix is gonna be on. Yeah, I gotta get out of here."
He knew you were on. He knew I might sneak in. And he's like, "I can't handle these two guys. I'm out of here."
Right?
No.
He's like, "Yep, I'm
out." He had his Red Gaze. You know, he had that gaze on us the whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
see,
it was feeling very gaze all weekend for sure.
the fucking gaze agenda in full effect. And God damn it, that's it.
You've got to do better.
See, you got to do better. Listen to Black Falcon. Listen to Black Falcon. God
the
damn,
only reason this man had them get it was his ring, because I was going to grab it so I could sit here and give him shit and be like, "I have your ring," because I never knew he was a true Druish princess till after this weekend when the bill comes and he's gone. You're like, "Where'd he go? Where'd he go?"
Yep, there. Sorry about that. My sound was off. Nobody told me except for Parrothead. I was on my webcam microphone.
I figured that was what was up. I just wasn't sure.
You guys got to tell me if I sound like shite. You got to let me know.
Yeah, I didn't even know this. I'm on my cell phone. I have no idea.
Okay.
It all sounds like shit to me.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. It all sounds like shit going down the freeway.
That guy's been trying to Me Too me for months.
Damn it, he's on to me.
My sketchbook 340. What's up, brother? Hail to you. How tall are you again? I'm 6'3".
I was surprised.
Wow. Phoenix, go ahead and you tell it, man. That shit was so funny.
Like, I'm walking. Okay, so guys, I'm at my booth. He hits me up. He's like, "Hey, I'm out front." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I don't really know what to. I know I'm looking for a bald guy. Like, that's it. So I walk outside, and I'm like walking down to where the entrance is, and I see this tall ass dude from afar, and I have no. Like, I'm like, "That's not him. Literally, that can't be him." And then boom, this guy. Like, I'm 6'3", and he was the same height as me, and I was like, "Bro, I seriously thought you were like 5'8" on because of the screen." Like, I literally had to say it. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I thought, and like I'm like, "Holy shit, what's up, bro?" Like,
yep.
They say the camera adds 10 pounds, but evidently it takes away like 5 inches.
Right?
That's what she said.
Right.
Hey, like I said, man, I almost said, "Hey, man, I told you I was almost 6 feet, but like I said, I wanted you to have your ETEP moment. Didn't want to interfere." And then you're like, "Oh, you should have." I'm like, "I know, but
right? Like, totally should have done that. That would have been great." It's fine.
He's got lifts in. Adam has lifts in his shoes.
Yep.
Right. He's still owning it.
Yeah,
I'm only 5'9", so yeah, you guys will tower over me.
Well, here's the thing. I felt 5'9" because like I'm used to being because I'm just under that 6 foot, that Chris Benoit problem. You know, you're just hanging yourself to get taller.
Wow.
What, too soon? Too soon?
Yeah.
Poor Pete had to deal with this all weekend. So like a lot of times people put on a persona. We don't. Like neither does ETAP, you know.
Right.
No, none of a lot of us don't. So we're sitting at this restaurant that we didn't realize was a nice restaurant. We just thought it was a burger place. We're sitting there and he orders a Corona and the waitress looks at him and, oh, would you like, some fruit? He's like, yes, I would, without missing a beat. I'm just like, pussy. And the waitress starts laughing.
She didn't ask if I wanted some fruit, you dick. She asked if I wanted a lime with my fucking Corona. Which, look, you uncultured bastard. Of course I wanted a lime with my Corona.
It's the only way to make it taste good.
Did you want some fruit to go with your gaze?
Live in action, as we're walking through the con and just having a blast. And, it was a whole lot of fun.
She was like, do you want some fruit? I was like, sure, I'll take a lime. She's like, are you gay? I'm like,
well, that's not the case here.
It's not the case here, lady. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm just drawn that way.
You identify as a man, but you also as a Jewish princess.
He's hetero questionable.
Yep. Well, it's like that girl at the end of the night that was like, we're literally walking out, and she's like, those are nice earrings. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, wait, are you being fucking sarcastic? She's like,
yeah.
No. She's like, I really like them. I'm like, okay, thanks.
That
and
happened.
Then they're like,
and like 30 seconds before that, the guy that went flying out of the chair bounces back.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. That dude fell out of the chair and like smoked the shit. I was like, oh my God, I almost forgot about that. It was like, because he got up and I was like, and he's okay.
Nice.
It was fucking hilarious, dude. We were probably like some of the older people in that bar, honestly. Like, they were like, that was a little bit of a younger crowd because, Phoenix is within 5 years of me, and Adam is old as fuck. So, It was like we're out with our dad.
Yep.
He's gonna start getting the fucking LAPE treatment. That's it.
Yep.
It says Superfan. It's Channel Dad Adam Shawhan.
Super Dad Adam Shawhan.
Super Dad. Nana Reaper. I know I wasn't drinking a White Claw. I was drinking whiskey all night. I was drinking whiskey when we got there. It was I was just drinking whiskey. That was it. Yeah. And but yeah, that was because like I was like shit. It's like, yeah, you guys are like, yeah, she's been like staring at you for like the last hour. I'm like, are you not entertained? What the fuck am I supposed? I'm like, cool. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, joining us for the first time in a while, it is Fanzine.
Hey, sorry I'm late, guys. Sorry I'm late. Kids, hectic.
Yep,
it's crazy.
It's all good.
Welcome,
Thank
brother.
you.
Welcome.
Good to be here.
Glad to have you, man. Glad to have you. We were kind of just before we got into the topics, we were kind of just talking about last weekend because me and Adam and Phoenix were at Grand Rapids for Comic-Con down there, and Tony and Draven were out in Vegas for Nerdroticon. Is that what it's being called?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the official?
I feel like Fandomania better, but Nerdroticon is what Brightest Day was saying.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, that might turn some people off or turn some people on that and send them the wrong message. Like, this is an erotic thing. Like, holy okay, yeah, I'm down. And then just going in the wrong kind of cosplay. You don't want that.
Yep. Some assless chaps and
Speaking of cosplay, let me pull up the picture of the one I posted on Twitter of my man there with the Weird Al cosplay he was doing. That shit was that was pretty fucking cool. Here it is right
Spot
here.
on.
I gotta give the man credit, and like I said, I'm a UHF fan. I really love that movie. Here it is right here, if you can see that.
Nice.
I know, so that was so cool.
Yeah, he was, man. He was, and it was cool too because like when I walked by him, I was like, "Oh shit, Weird Al from UHF," and he kind of smiled, and I was like, I don't think a lot of people got like what he was going. I honestly think they were probably like. It's like a race swapped Indiana Jones or something,
right?
Yeah.
Like really though, because it looked like a good Indiana Jones
right
get up, but it's like if you have the the sophisticated palette, that's fucking Weird Al.
Yep.
And yeah, he was all too happy to take a picture with me. It was
You're like
it was
somebody's
fun.
dad's lost.
Yep.
That's just what it felt.
You got the? Do you have? Is that a Blu-ray fanzine?
Yes.
Oh, I've got the original DVD release. I do not have a Blu-ray of it though.
This is the Shout Factory Special Edition.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Shout Factory is a boutique Blu-ray label, and they put extreme work into everything they do. And this is like probably the best quality version of the film you're going to get.
Nice.
So
that movie had a hell of a cast, honestly.
Yes, it did.
Like, you think about like the who's who of actors from like so many decades that were in that movie. It was freaking great. Let's see. What do we got next here? All right, so we're gonna jump into and we'll go into the box office breakdown here. Or unless I don't think we should we wait for Tony? How long did he say he was going to be back?
10, 15.
I don't think
10 or 15.
Oh, he did say 10, 15? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, probably in the private chat. I didn't hear.
Oh, and then for Vegas, I was driving Ords, Amber, Biggles, and Kai around the one night, and they say that I'm not a crazy driver, so but Ords was like, get the shit done, that's for sure.
Well, that's that dude. Yeah, if they do it out in Vegas again next year, I'm there. I'm not.
Yeah, right.
Awesome.
And Adam needs to post up the vid from the car ride that we had going to the bar. Adam still has to do that. He was actually recording you talking all that shit.
I have no fucking idea what I said. I have no fucking.
You need to speaking of people getting shit faced and not remembering.
Send me a copy of that video before you fucking upload that. And
dude,
let me see if I have to edit it.
I haven't even watched it myself.
I don't.
Adam forgot he had that video.
I fucking forgot you were recording in the car.
Kai got super shitty the first night, to the point where he like fell asleep on the one couch at the bar, and we had to we didn't actually slap him to wake him up, but pretty much almost had to slap his ass around just to get him up and walk out to the car, and then he was just exhausted. I think that's really what it boiled down to. But Kai is like all over the place, but like not in like a bad way, like in an awesome way. And he's like a funny drunk / love, like, lovey drunk, and it's awesome.
So I think, I need to. He seems like he's like, he seems like a cool guy. Like,
and obviously he's a pothead.
Yep, which we're gonna get along.
I had my
fine.
first two hits or whatever this weekend. So,
Mazel tov. All right.
Here you
All
go.
right.
You popped some cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
He kept smoking to that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll smoke to that.
I'll eat some salsa to that.
I don't have any chips. I was pissed. Yeah. So Adam makes organic salsa for me, and I'm like, I look in the cupboard. I'm like, I got high the night before I left and ate all my Tostitos, and apparently the wife did not buy me anymore. I was like, motherfucker, I'm gonna be eating this shit with some Triscuit crackers later.
And I had the infamous In-N-Out burger that everybody talks so much about. I had that, and then Shake Shack. And I have to say the In-N-Out burger is pretty good. Their fries are shit. But Shake Shack, I like their fries more.
There you go.
See, I'm that's one I'm looking forward to checking out, is in it, because I've never had In-N-Out burger, so I'm kind of
it's all right. It's not bad.
It's just one of those things. Like when you come to Detroit, you got to have a White Castle.
That I have not had yet. That was the third one that I didn't get a chance to have.
Don't ever eat a White Castle unless you're completely fucking drunk. I mean, that's when you eat White Castle. It's 2:30 in the morning after the bar. You got to go to the one in the hood, which is the one we always stopped at after the bar closed down in Detroit. Like we'd have to go into Detroit because we'd be in Ferndale. And you go, it's like a couple miles. And you go, and yep, it's hood as fuck. And yep, we're down there ordering fucking like 3 dozen fucking burgers, onion chips and shit. Yeah, my sketchbook, we'll be doing some streams down in Cincinnati. There you go. I'll be down there. I heard rumors about this guy named Doomtep showing up. I don't know. It's unsubstantiated so far.
You'll be near me. You'll be near me.
Are you going to Horror Hound?
No, but I might. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But that's right near me.
You should, bro. You should.
Nice.
We'll be there. I'm going down Friday and Saturday because I got 3-day passes for the event, courtesy of my man, Mr. Jeff Hicks. Hooked it up. Got me 3-day passes for Horror Hound and this dope ass hat. So if you haven't backed this, you should. Oh my goodness! Look at there it is. We could get White Castle. Exactly, my man. Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. You got to meet Nick and Jeff out there too, which was awesome.
See, they are super cool guys. Chill. It was fun hanging out in Indiana. I'm looking forward to Cincinnati. It is, man. JM 2021 says 5 guys. George Lucas is in the chat. What's up, George? We're gonna be talking some Star Wars later. You can hang out. George. We can get White Castle. We would go to White Castle. Seriously, it was right over because we would be in Ferndale and we'd go to like Sneakers or Warlow's, Rosie O'Grady's right downtown, and then we go back down south of 8 Mile and go to White Castle down there. And yeah, it was sketchy as fuck, but yeah, man, that's and
that's like Waffle Houses for me. Like every time I go to a Waffle House, I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed in the parking lot.
No, man, I went to the first time I ever got White Castle. I got it in Chicago, and it tasted like shit. And I'm like, "What is all the hype about this?" And then I was talking to my friend, and we were in I don't remember where. I think we were in like Ohio or something. And he's like, "You don't like White Castle? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?" He almost slapped me. And I was like, I don't know why you're so hard up on White Castle. It sucks. And then he's like, we're going to have White Castle again. And I tried it. It was fucking delicious. And I was like, well, now I wonder what the hell they put in the Chicago shit. Right? What did I eat?
That's like Chick-fil-A. I had, because everybody's like, Chick-fil-A is like amazing. I had a spicy chicken the first time I was there. It was the worst thing I've ever had.
Yeah, the spicy chicken.
And then the second time I went there and had it. It wasn't bad. Like, so I don't know if whoever was making it or whatever wasn't doing what they should have been doing or what, but
I'm just saying, if you're not getting pizza in Chicago, there's no need to eat anything else.
Right? Oh, with Tina Bojan. See, they have Culver's in Michigan. I had one of those the other day on the way home. I got one when I stopped off in Big Rapids.
Yeah, well, they had that in Grand Rapids too. They've got it down. They had it all down my drive through Illinois. I kept seeing Culver's everywhere.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I was sitting there, because you booked, and I'm like, all right. Like I said, I'm gonna milk this a bit. It's like, oi, I'm not used to feeling this way. I'm not used to only getting like 3-4 hours of sleep in between partying and having a good time.
Right? Yeah, it was like 4:00 in the morning. I was like, I gotta fucking go to sleep. Holy shit, dude. I was like, it's fucking.
Yeah, you guys stayed up later.
Yep.
A lot later after I got in my car. Yeah.
Well, because it's like we got in and started talking, and then we kept on going, and then we looked over and was like, oh shit. And then
that's how it was when I got there.
Putting in his little buds there, and the next thing you know, he was just like out. So don't let him tease you. The reason little man's in his bed is that motherfucker snores like a motherfucker, man. And he constantly talks and gives out secrets, and the stuff he does on here is what he does in his sleep. He does impression. No, I'm just fucking with you. He doesn't do that shit. He does snore, but it was fun.
He pulls the Cleveland voice in his sleep. He's like, "Ah, damn!" Like, oh,
you motherfucker!
Batwoman again.
Glenn Quagmire slept with my wife Loretta. Why, Glenn Quagmire? Why did you sleep with Loretta? She was shaped like a potato.
Let's see. Wait, not true. Wait, Chicago. We have Awesome Garrett's popcorn, Eli's cheesecake, and Portillo's hot dogs and beef sandwiches. Cheesecake. God damn it! Stop it! That sounds fucking delicious. I just
almost
smoked.
got stranded in Chicago, so
I just smoked a hog's leg. As long as you're not in the South Side, you'd be all right.
I mean, I think that's true of most people in Chicago, though. I think that's just kind of par for the course. You almost get left a lot of places.
It's like, yep,
that place is a shithole. Like, my car is gone. I almost got left here, but the cops found it.
Oh hell! All right, well, we'll jump in here. Here we go. We're gonna do some box office breakdown. Let's introduce the segment proper, though.
Hello, and welcome to this week's.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! You, me, do you XYZ? The goddamn contract is somewhere in the goddamn fucking files!
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Box office breakdown. Thank you, Nicolas Cage, for being an insane mongoloid. How we adore you. Let's look at the weekend. The weekend that was. Right here, we are number one at the box office. Let's look at the worldwide total. Free Guy, that's kind of a sleeper. 28 domestic, 22 worldwide, 50,856,000 worldwide for the action comedy starring Ryan Reynolds. Has anybody went to see this, or is anybody going to see this?
I plan on seeing it. I just like the concept, and I always liked Ryan Reynolds, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I haven't seen it. I wasn't, I was kind of on the fence. I was like, let me see how people review it. Because it's one of those things with Ryan Reynolds, it could go either way. It could be great or shit.
You could end up with something great or Green Lantern.
Right. Because Ryan Reynolds himself plays the same character in every movie he does. It's just what's going on around him that changes. And so it's just figuring out if what's going on around him is good or not.
He's Raquel SSG subscribed, so welcome and thank you for subscribing, Raquel SSG. We appreciate you.
So the SSG buddy is something you know about because we talked about it, but you probably forget that would be Super Saiyan Girl, DBZ.
Yep. I did forget that, honestly.
Yep.
That's a lot. There's whiskey and drugs, and drugs are good. Okay. Let's see. Ryan Reynolds is the Daisy Ridley of Hispanic people. Wait a second. Wait, we've got a GIF. I do believe we have a GIF for that. There's
Fuck that puto.
No, I kid. I love Ryan Reynolds. He's essentially played the same character since Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. Yeah. There's a reference for you. The Knowing.
Obscure, but I know it.
Nicolas Cage, right?
Mm-hmm.
White privilege gets mentioned in one scene. That's not bad.
Yeah, he's kind of like. I mean, he's kind of been going in that direction lately, though. It's a little. I don't know.
Toxic.
Well, Disney does own it now, so
they take many shots at gamers. A lot of the Twitch game streamers are featured in this movie. Well, Disney went through and re-edited it, some of it, I believe, because they got this in a Fox purchase, and it's one of the movies that was in the can. So they had to put their fingerprints on it a little bit. Keely Chalice's Van Wilder is one of my favorite movies. I went to see that in the theater, and that dog scene almost made me throw up.
Well, at least you didn't say I went and bought 12 donuts of the, so good.
Man.
Yeah, I liked Van Wilder and Amityville Horror.
Yep.
Yeah, that
was good.
That was a good reboot. Waiting was fun.
Yeah.
Waiting was fun.
I like the proposal with him and Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. Yes, that was actually good.
That was a good one. Yeah.
And you get to see a half naked Sandra Bullock, so that's definitely a win.
You know what? And that is a win because Sandra Bullock was. I don't know. I haven't seen her recently, but
nobody has.
I mean, yeah, she was fine. Dang, that day did you eat to have Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place? Yes.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yep,
I'm pizza place though.
Yeah. They did. It was just two guys and a girl. And then it was like two girls in one cup, and then it was a whole other fucking story. But so the big winner this weekend was Free Guy. Number 2, Don't Breathe 2, which we were watching this in the hotel before we went out to the bar. The first one, Don't Breathe.
Yeah, you're
The first one's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, but then when I came over to the hotel, you guys were watching. Don't Breathe. Yeah, that's what you're.
Yeah, Don't Breathe was on. Wait,
Sorry, I don't know. I was thinking it was what's that one? The one where they got to be quiet. Yeah. I don't know why.
I started to watch Quiet Place 2 on my way back. I didn't finish that, but I was enjoying it.
I want to see that place. I want to see that one. Quiet Place 1 was great.
I thought it was okay. It was good. I didn't hate it. There was a few things I had issues with. And I talked about it in my review, but overall it was a good movie. Because they were already talking about spin-offs and everything like that, and I'm like, stop it.
It doesn't need a spin-off.
Nope, leave it. It's as is. If you leave it the way it is now, it's good. It is good. But Don't Breathe 2, 10 million domestic, 14 million worldwide. Ouch.
But you know what though? I feel like this is like, I mean, if it's anything like the first one, it probably didn't really cost all that much to make. It's kind of like Paranormal Activity, like that first one.
Yep.
It cost them like $15,000 to make that, and then gross millions. Like at least Don't Breathe 1, it all took place in a house in an abandoned neighborhood in Detroit. Like it just doesn't like. There's like no cost to you, you know. So I feel like that might be a win, as opposed to like, obviously you have what's her face, Black Widow, which lost like $100 million, and a bunch of other movies that are losing like $100 million. I feel like they probably were in the green with that. If it was similar.
I got called a misogynist the other day for saying Black Widow was lost money. And,
I think they either broke even or they lost money for Black Widow. Just because every time you push that date back, you lose even more money.
Yep. Oh, what was it like? How much was it a month? It's a stupid amount per month.
Yeah, I thought
interest.
I thought the quartering broke it down and said.
I think he did. It was
said it was like it's like $100 million in the red. Yeah. Oh, and Black Rose, like I was driving, man. ETEP was like, "Hey, you want to get on this?" I was like, I'm gonna be at a hotel in like 30 minutes, sure."
Yep.
So there was no time.
Oh,
Plus, you work. You jackass. You work till late.
Well, 14 million isn't bad since they lost that lucrative Afghanistan film market.
Oh, no.
Oh, Osmosis says the bees. I need that Nicholas. I need to make that Nicolas Cage gif. I've got to get one that do the bees one. Black Rose says excuses.
But hey, I got us a subscriber today, Black Rose Comics. So there you go. You're welcome.
If you're modded, if you're wrench, throw your links in the chat. I got no problem doing that. If you're on the panel, I want your link in the chat. If not, one of the mods.
I can't. Yeah, mods would have to do it because I'm on my cell phone, so there's no way.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I don't think Black Rose is a mod on the channel, Brian. I don't think he is.
All right. Let's see. What do we got? So we got Jungle Cruise at number 3, down 42%. It's up to 154 million worldwide. I don't know what the budget is on this, but
I haven't watched it and know nothing about it.
I actually want to take the wife and kid to see it. They want to see it. As Nano Reaper was saying, a lot of it. The problem is it's basically just CG. It's all green screen.
Right. Well, it's interesting because they didn't really like, as far as the commercials that I've seen, they don't really fully explain what the plot. They're like, oh, we could just throw The Rock in on a movie and it'll be fine. We'll just say he's in it and then bam.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just looks like a Pirates clone to me. That's all it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that's the problem with them. They're it's kind of unimaginative. And it's just a pain in the ass. It really is. To have to sit through just swill basically.
Yeah. Well, it's just unimaginative. It kind of reminded me of like Jumanji. Like the newer one that they just did with Kevin Hart, where like you're going to like it looks exactly like that. I thought it was like when he said, when I started seeing it before I realized it said Jungle Cruise, I was like, oh, they're making another Jumanji. Great. And then it was like Jungle Cruise. I was like, oh, well, that's weird.
Yep. There's
Thanks,
Black Rose
E-Tip.
Comics link. Yeah, I got you, man. I got
Much
you, brother.
appreciated, brother.
Welcome. What about says they'll always fail trying to get another Pirates movie. Yeah. Well, that's just. Do you remember they were supposed to do the reboot of Pirates of the Caribbean with Margot Robbie as the star?
Yeah. Yeah. Now that they're trying to get rid of Johnny Depp.
Yep.
They nixed Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Respect. Aretha Franklin's career, movie about Aretha Franklin, 8.8 million worldwide. No international release on this one. You're welcome. You're welcome, Black Rose. No problem at all. They'll always. Yep. I don't see them trying to relaunch any Pirates thing and it working out without Johnny Depp. The man was. I mean, you can't replace him. He was that kind of. Yeah,
he was iconic as Captain.
They kind of left the last one with like a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like, so
I
wouldn't mind seeing more. Basically, they made it seem like Davy Jones it could potentially be back, or what's his name could potentially turn into Davy Jones. They didn't really but yeah.
Interesting. That whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard court case thing is going on right down the street from my house.
Oh, is it?
If Fairfax Courthouse in Fairfax, Virginia. I was like, I'm sitting here like I'm like watching Tug talk about it, and it's like, oh, the Fairfax Courthouse, and then they said the judge name. I'm like, I think that motherfucker found me guilty of a lot of tickets. What? And then I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, it's going on right down the street from my house. So that'll show you how many tickets I used to get.
Wow.
Like I remembered the judge's name. When somebody costs you over $1,000, you never forget a name.
Parrot Head sent me the Not the Bees gif.
There you go.
I'm gonna make the video one. I'll make the video gif and I'll have it uploaded. I'll have it uploaded by Wednesday night. Let's see. So number 5, we had The Suicide Squad with 7.4 million, down 71% in what is that? Week 2, 71% drop after its second week. 42 million, 117 million. And Nano Reaper put in the chat, Jungle Cruise has a $200 million budget, and it is at 154 million worldwide right now. So they're 46 mil in the red. They're 46 mil down.
Aren't they doing a premiere? Is that on Disney Plus? Or no, that's Suicide Squad. Never mind.
Yeah, Suicide Squad's on
I was
Disney
thinking
Plus.
Jungle Cruise. Isn't that on Disney Plus as well?
I think so, yeah.
I haven't looked. But it's the same thing. Like, you got to buy it before you can watch it.
Yeah.
On the Plus thing.
Yeah,
The D Plus, that is.
And that's why they're getting sued by Black Widow, and they canceled her new movie that she was supposed to do.
I think that's why they're going the route of not having Shang-Chi on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
they don't want any legal issues with that.
They're taking heat from the MCU stands right now for that though, because they're crying because they have to leave their houses and go to a theater to see it because they're afraid of leaving their houses, and they're calling Disney irresponsible. Wait, watch, Disney will cave, and they'll put. Well, I don't know. Chapek is an asshole, so he might just be like, screw it, and offer. Basically, what's going to happen is if Shang-Chi fails financially, because they're trying to chip away at Chapek's confidence right now. They're trying to get him out of there because they don't like him. He's not like Iger. Iger let the weirdos at Disney and Marvel and Lucasfilm be weirdos.
Yep.
Chapek is looking out more for the stockholders and the shareholders. So that's the way I take this. They're trying to take the confidence away from him.
I think they could do the stream, like the charge for the streaming, like do like, I don't know, like 40 some days a month in theaters just exclusively. And then the people that don't want to go to theaters, then after it leaves theaters, then put it on the streaming service at a price. And then after that, like long, like like what they're doing now, they'll keep it on there to pay, and then eventually make it free. So the people that want to see it and don't want to leave their house can still see it, and if they want to pay that premium, they can. Yep. If not, they can wait.
Right, but that's the whole thing that happened with Black Widow was they were supposed to delay that launch till October, so that they could have maximum box office, take home, and that was the whole contract in the first place. It was like, hey, we're going to do this exclusively in the movie theaters, and then they caved to the people complaining about Goof, and so they were like, okay, well we'll just launch it on Disney Plus
because of that.
Right, and so if they try to do that's what originally they were supposed to do, and they caved on it, and I don't know if they're going to cave with Shang-Chi or if they're going to realize hey, we did the same contract with those guys. Maybe we shouldn't break our contract, because I think Scarlett Johansson's going to win that case.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, it looks.
And isn't Emma Stone trying to do it too?
I haven't heard. I don't know.
Yeah, there was 3 of them that were, it was back to back. So it's oh my goodness. And then especially with them doing this now with the Shang-Chi movie, or let's call it, their version of Mortal Kombat. I think that's going to give them even more to push to be like, well, they waited for that shitty movie and did it for them, but not for the rest of us. How sexist, because Chinese man, and we're all not Chinese women or men. So come on. So we'll see if that goes or plays in the actresses'
I'll put it like this. I don't know how many L's Disney has to take overall to realize that everything is wrong with what they're doing.
True.
They haven't had a win in years. In years. And it's just when do you go well, maybe it's me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why aren't they doing that?
I was talking to Polly on his stream on the way home from Vegas, and I was saying about how, with Black Panther, they, introduced him in Civil War first. They introduced these tertiary characters first in other movies, and then they got their solo movies. We're not getting that with Shang-Chi, so it's who the fuck is this guy? Why do we care about going to see this? If they had something where they introduced him in that first, and then get people hyped for it, and then release his solo movie, but they're not doing that in Phase 4 at all. They're just dropping all this bullshit and expecting people to eat it up.
Well, that was kind of my argument with Black Widow. It's we already know she's dead. Why do we care about anything that's going on in this movie? We know how this movie ends. She lives in order to die later. So we don't care about that. With Shang-Chi, they're not really giving us any. So most of the people that they're, trying to get to buy their stuff, most of their current customer base doesn't know anything about the comics. So they see Shang-Chi and they're like, wait a minute, this isn't an Avenger? Who is what is this guy? And they don't have any, what's up, Tony? And they don't have any real promotion on who is the bad guy, who is this guy, why do we give a shit? What's the story? Nothing. It's just, oh hey, we've got Shang-Chi, just we've got the whatever the other one, the Eternals or whatever.
Yeah,
we're not even doing anything with that. No.
And it's also they have the TV shows. It's you could even skip the introducing them in a movie and do a TV show, or have them in a TV show to flesh out that character and what he's about, and then do the solo movie too. And it's they're just doing half-assed stuff with the TV shows, at least in my opinion.
Well, the TV shows are they're just bad. I mean, they're all. I mean, look at the showrunners. You got Jack Schaefer. The chick that was doing the Loki show made him bisexual because she wanted to see that put into the character to represent her. So you don't have people that are keepers of the lore and caretakers of the lore. You've got cultural parasites who are just glomming on and using it for their own propaganda to push their own narrative into pre-existing IPs, and it's insulting. Shang-Chi was an Avenger for a minute, says Tina Bojan. Just a minute, though. But he is a fourth-string character.
But like I said, we're talking about normies that don't know anything about comics, so they're going to go, he's not an Avenger, why do I care? They don't know anything that Shang-Chi was or any of that info, so they don't have any of that knowledge that we have.
the perfect opportunity to introduce Shang-Chi. And that was in Avengers Endgame. He could have been helping Hawkeye out, murdering people.
Yeah.
If I can touch on another subject, what I would do if I were Disney, and this would help with their box office numbers, whatever, what they should be doing, because I don't know anybody who wants to pay for a subscription fee every month and then pay $30 for a movie.
Yeah.
They should charge $7.99 a month for a basic subscription, $16 a month for a premium subscription, which guarantees at least one in-theater movie a month.
I think that'd be good.
And then,
And then add-on. Like add-ons to see other movies. So if they want to see like 3 in a month, they could just pay a separate add-on fee to watch other.
I just think
like Hulu does with their no commercials and like the better quality and stuff.
I just think they should do a flat premium chart and just that's it.
Yeah.
Not even add-ons. If they, or it's Disney, so they're probably doing 2 movies, 3 movies a month. So do that. Guaranteed at least 2 new movies every month if you pay this subscription fee.
Right.
I think they would push a lot more sales that way, and they could give Scarlett Johansson $350.
There you go.
$350.
But I got a question for you guys, real quick, if you don't mind. Have you guys seen the commercials for What If, and what do you guys think about that?
I watched the first episode. I wasn't as pissed off about what they did to Peggy. But I mean, it was just, I don't know. There was some things in it, like I mean, she was picking up cars and throwing them with one hand and shit. And I'm just like, Steve never even did that, but I don't know.
Right.
It was, I think the next episode is T'Challa is Star-Lord. So
That's really weird. What if he was Star-Lord? That's just weird to me.
Yeah,
I was hoping
cooler if it was questions we were actually asking, like what if this, what if that,
Right.
They're not.
Right.
Well,
Right. They're just taking. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you notice the first thing they did was they make Captain America a woman and they make Star-Lord black. I'm like, and I know, and I know the gist of the comics. I understand. I didn't read them, but I understand. Because I've listened to people that actually talk about them. So it's like, okay, so I understand the gist of them. I know it's like, like the Marvel zombies and all that shit. It's kind of one of those out there stories. So
right. I think they were going to do one that's like, what if Killmonger was Black Panther? And like that one actually seems like a legit question that's kind of cool. That'd be cool to watch.
Yeah.
My what if is, would Infinity War would have happened? Would it have happened at all if Iron Man would have just clean taken Charlie Spencer's mom's head off right there in the MIT hallway?
Right?
Bloop, and avoid a whole bunch of drama.
There you go.
Well, for mini ETAP, mine would have to be, which was one of the comics, was like, what if Venom took over the Hulk?
That would have been kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
So,
I'd like to see that in actual movie form.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But I mean, I know what you're saying. Like, it's like when you do the what ifs, that really wasn't the what if you were thinking. Especially break it down like that. It's like, wait, she's doing the same stuff we know Steve could do. Okay, that's one thing. But they're gonna overpower her just cause.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
So,
and that's.
I mean, maybe who knows? Maybe Steve can do it. He's just not that cocky,
right?
Arrogant. And he doesn't have anything to prove.
See, Tina Bojan says, in my honest opinion, What If is the weakest of the Disney Plus series so far. It's a toss up between that and Falcon and the Black Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, hey, did you hear Falcon's black? Did you know that?
Black Falcon.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure anybody knew, but I guess he's black.
Who's Falcon?
Are you shitting me right now? Are you really shitting me right now? He's black?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, y'all were talking about Captain America, the real Captain.
You've got to do better.
Yes.
You're talking about...
I'm trying to do better.
You're talking about Falcon Captain America. Gotcha. Okay. That's where we were.
Oh,
Captain Falcon.
Talking about these guys.
Sheila, all she did was take my bloody green card.
What the hell happened there, bud? I don't even know.
Didn't go dead eat the baby, though.
It's ruse. Anyway, wait, what do we got here? She's much closer to Spider-Man level of strength than Cap. See, that's the problem is
did they give her a full dose? Because I know they didn't give Rogers like a full dose.
I think she got. Did she? I think she got a full dose. Didn't she?
That's what she said.
Fucking made sure I gave her a full dose, bud. Right in the fact. Never mind.
Clone Geek. What if Captain America was not the only super soldier? But wasn't
didn't they touch on that
Bucky,
in Captain?
Bucky was a super soldier.
Bucky was a super soldier, and so were those other people that they had to kill at the end of that movie.
Oh, Freckled
and Eli or whatever his name, Elijah or whatever his name.
Yeah.
That do we even want to count that? That's such
I'm just saying they're trying to do that.
Have the
They're gonna get a
same
cop out.
story.
What's that, Tony?
The Red Guardian and Elijah have the same story. It's just one is fucking crying about it afterwards. They were both super soldiers for their country, and then they got thrown in prison.
Yep. You did. Look, comrade, you hang on a second here. You didn't hear my fellow countryman, a fellow good communist, yelling about, oh, look at poor me, I was thrown in prison, and the blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy got my fucking glory, or poor me. No, I went and sat in prison, and I beat big guys at arm wrestling, and then I got out, and my daughters and my wife made me look like a bumbling fucking idiot. But what do you want? I'm a male, and I'm a white male, even though I'm Russian, in a movie in 2021. Did you really expect anything else? No. Yet.
I hated the family dynamic in fucking.
I know
it was so stupid.
Painful. It was painful. It really was. I didn't.
It was We're the Millers, but boring.
Yes. Yes, dude. Okay, so I still might go because I really have no like axe to grind against the movie of Shang-Chi. You know what I mean? Like I'm not actively saying I hope it fucking fails. No, I would like to be wrong and be pleasantly surprised and it's actually good. Because I'll probably take my kid to see it, honestly, because he wanted to go see Black Widow. We went to see it. And it was like we were disappointed. He was sitting there and he's like, "Dad, is this gonna get good?" I'm like, I fucking hope
father,
so.
Like
like
son,
right?
He's my wife gets mad because he's starting to like nitpick TV shows and stuff already. And he's 6, so she's like, "Great, he's gonna be a cynical fuck by the time he's 9."
Etep is truly mini Trey, is what it is.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. He's taking on the persona of his son.
Yeah.
Like I don't want Shang-Chi to fail, but at the same time, I do want it to fail horribly because I just want Disney to take enough losses.
I know
that they just give the IP to somebody that actually cares.
Yep.
That's what I want. So like
that would be
whatever has,
ideal.
however many L's they have to take, however much money they have to burn, to be done with that. I hope
it's
that
like
happens.
with Star Wars too. Like, if it fails, let it fail.
Yeah. Like, but do they? The question would be like, what number does it take to let them do that, and then do they just maintain the IP and stop wasting money on movies, or do they sell it to try to recoup some of the costs? Because they're kind of stingy with holding on to properties. They just will be like,
sell it.
Yeah, I think they'll just keep Marvel and then stop making movies, and they'll be like, well, fuck you guys.
Right. Nano Reaper, he wants him to take enough losses so I can own 51% of Disney stocks.
There we go. That's exactly right.
I'm just gonna start calling Nano Reaper motherfucking J.R. Ewing down there, man. This dude, he's J.R. man. Big shout out to Nano. Let's see. Let's wrap up this here. So we got Suicide Squad, old, which is at 74 million worldwide.
Has any of you guys seen that?
I have not.
But again, that seems like one that's a cheap production make.
Yep,
they're
like
just sitting on the beach. Yeah, they're just sitting on the beach, so they're probably in the green too.
All right, so here's Black Widow. It's at 367,711,144 dollars. And it's what are we at here for Black
minus
Widow?
Whatever Black Widow wins.
Yeah,
like Scarlett Johansson wins.
It's money. Down 51% in its 6th week. Stillwater 1.2. Green Knight 1.1 at number 9. Number 10, Space Jam 1.1 million. And I have to look real quick at Fake Eyes. 35 million. Oh, ouch. The sequel to this just got shot down like a Scud missile too, to Fake Eyes.
Good.
So yeah, so that's wait, what did Clone Geek say? What if Tony Stark died at the start of Iron Man? Oh God, we would probably got. Well, I mean, it probably would have been Rhodey. Would have been War Machine then.
I mean,
I can't
would
say
Ultron
exactly
ever
what.
exist?
Ultron probably never would have existed. No, because that was
Right.
Tony's. That was Tony's creation. So we never would have had. We never would have had Ultron.
Ultron was in the Mind Stone, so at some point, I would think it would have gotten out.
Well, the original creator of Ultron was Hank Pym. So
Yeah, true. The Pym, the master of the Pym particles. Let's see here. I have a litany of articles for just the headlines, and let me do this. And I actually have a bumper for just the headlines this week. And here it is.
Take your fucking ass! I want you off the fucking set!
It's not my Luke Skywalker.
Hey, no, don't just be sorry. Please, for one fucking second.
All right, so we're gonna go through the 4 that I have here, really kind of quick, and then Nano Reaper sent me a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about as part of my acts of contrition for never releasing the Prodigal Son review yet from 3 months ago. That's still literally sitting in my hopper on fucking Filmora, and I'm a terrible person. But hey, it's Maria with T and Telly. Hey, Maria, how are you doing, ma'am? Welcome. I'll be back
Maria.
We'll be back over there on the Orville this week. We're doing a show, which makes me happy. But Suicide Squad cut an emotional King Shark montage. I don't know about you, but I could have done with a montage for King Shark. I like him. No, I liked the King Shark character.
So did I.
I did. I really liked him. I think I would have done with a little more King Shark and a little less Harley Quinn, honestly. I understand what they needed to do and what they were doing with Harley, because they have no fucking idea what they're doing with Harley over 3 movies now, and she's been completely different in every movie. This one was probably as close as you're going to get, but it was good. She wasn't terrible in this. It's just her accent has been different in every movie, and I just, it's kind of off-putting at times, but it was good, but I would have liked some more King Shark.
Yeah, I think, honestly, man, I haven't watched Suicide Squad yet, but all I've been seeing are memes or, videos or stuff with King Shark, and it's like, man, a lot of people really like King Shark more than anything else about the movie.
I liked the movie. It was good. It was. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was.
Yep.
At times, it felt like an old school R-rated movie, and I agree. You're watching this movie, you're starting to get into it, and they cut to this Harley Quinn scene that's like utterly, completely pointless when she just spoilers for everybody. See, it's not going to spoil the movie big time, but this is just like this little scene. It's like she has this little like scene with this dude, and it's pointless, and it's just to get rid of one character and get her in another position.
Yeah,
they could literally cut right to the next scene that with her after that, and you would never know anything happened in between. It's a pointless scene. It takes you out of the movie for like 10 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a complete sidetrack, like derailment of your mainline story at that point.
Yeah, it does. It takes you out of the movie.
Yeah, like there's a lot of scenes, and I don't. It was like so I watched Birds of Prey before I watched The Suicide Squad because I hadn't seen it almost since it came out. That dropped in 2019. I think that's the last time I saw Birds of Prey, was right around the time it came out. So I watched it again, and I was like, I don't buy Harley Quinn as like a fighter at all. Like I don't. It's the scenes with her in the police station in Birds of Prey were just everything was cringy in that movie as fuck. Like,
you know what, man?
The fight sequences were horrible.
You need to get back into wrestling, man. I feel like getting hit with steel chairs would be less of a headache than having to watch Birds of Prey.
Woman, you know,
like right, like literally, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna willingly. First, you willingly watch Birds of Prey, so there you go, and then you said, well, I know what I'm gonna get into, and I'm still gonna do it. Like, you know, steel chairs may be a better option for you, my friend.
I think they are. I really do.
A couple more concussions, you'll be all right.
You know, what the hell? Just a handful. We're good. We're good. We're all fine. Just a weapons malfunction. Hail Johnny Cage, JP7. He's in the house. Since you watch Birds of Prey more than once, why do I feel like you deserve to be punished? I am masochistic. And
I did like Harley's fight montage in this one. I thought it was a lot better than Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, E-Tep is addicted to. I'm masochistic. I told you guys. Shit. Y'all knew when I had Jennifer Thomas on and she was like, I will fly out there and beat you up for your birthday. And I'm like, sold. Take my fucking money. Fucking Dennis.
She ended up beating you up for your birthday?
No, I couldn't. I had a fucking punk ass dentist. I had to have my goddamn gums fucking worked over, and so like getting head scissored with them fucking legs would not have been too comfortable after I had them digging.
Because you think that that's going to be comfortable without having the dental surgery. I don't know.
Did you ever try it before, E-Tap? How would you know if you've never tried it, sir?
Well, who's to say? Never mind. That's a Patreon story. I got Patreon stories from back in the day. Long time. Dude, let me do that Bernie Mac wing. Long time ago. We got stories. No. Wait, what's this? Please change the time of your show. It's interfering with my meditation. Gotta run, catch the repeat. Well, thank you for joining us, Maria. With T and Tally, thank you. Enjoy your meditation. You can listen to us during a lot of activities. I don't know if you want to listen to us during your meditation though, because I mean, honestly though, the last thing you really want to hear during meditation is
Is that like a personal attack or something? Or...
I mean that. There's that. And then I mean, there's all that. You don't want to hear that during meditation. So we all agree, King Shark. We could have used more King Shark during. If you've seen it, it's a good character, man. He did.
I thought it was all right, but go ahead, Tony.
No, I was just saying they'll probably turn him woke in the second one if there were a second one. If it actually made fucking money.
He's like, "Hi, I'm trans 9-binary King Shark."
Yeah, we need a woke King Shark.
That's what the kids are clamoring for, is woke King Shark.
Fucking rings are so stupid in this.
Marvel fans say seeing Shang-Chi in theaters is not worth the risky. So yeah, Shang-Chi is and just so Simu Liu is, I finally learned how to say his name properly. Simu Liu is, I feel bad for this cat because I guess he's kind of funny. He's on a show. He's Canadian. He's on a comedy show up there, and it's actually funny. And China, the market, like rejected him because he's flat out not attractive by their standards. Which I'm like, damn, dude, like you're getting punked out because you're not good looking enough. They're like, no, we're not releasing your movie.
Well, none of him is pixelated, so that's the problem.
It is. It's funny, man. They said it's not worth the risk in the theater. So they're all pissy, of course, about that. So we, like I said, we talked about Shang-Chi. This is just this could, like I said, I thought Shang-Chi or the Eternals would be the first one that would lose money. Wait, what did Johnny Cage say? Wasn't it confirmed to Justice League Dark Apocalypse that King Shark already dated Constantine? Hey, yo, I'm gonna fuck. You see King Shark. Hey, yo, I'm gonna fuck Keanu Reeves. Check it out. You know, if he's smoking cigarettes, he's blowing me. It's a good time.
You know what, though? It's almost worth it to
Mr.
hear
Peabody.
Sylvester Stallone have to have like a gay moment. Like that might be the funniest thing to ever happen on the internet.
It would be that would be the most horrifying climax. Oh yeah,
the memes
the Sylvester Stallone climax face is King Shark.
We need the celebrity deathmatch stuff again. You know, she's
What
got
you do-
King Shark from this movie versus King Shark from the Flash TV show, and have the two
The
of them
Flash,
battle out.
the Flash TV show was better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The King Shark and the Flash was better than the one in the movie. I thought, honestly.
That's where I was going with. Yeah, exactly, dude. I love the one from the show.
What you guys have to do is take the King Shark like body, superimpose and gray out the Rocky Adrian face, and that's like his O face. You're welcome.
You got little Matt getting all beat. Yep.
Why does
like it?
We can't just
Well.
Shit.
Well, shit. Star Wars Rogue Squadron release date, plot, characters, and what we know. I'm just gonna scroll down. This is supposedly this is the Patty Jenkins Star Wars movie. 2023 is the date scheduled for release for this. Does anybody give a shit?
No, I think this is gonna lose money too.
Yep. I think they already have like the people have already they're already in the red for something they haven't even released yet.
Yep. It's gonna
doesn't matter how much they've actually put together.
Right. Welcome to Disney.
Tony, are you excited for this one? Are you excited for Rogue Squadron by Patty Jenkins? He says, "Fuck you." I'm not even gonna answer. Good talk, Tony. Good talk.
I like that, Tony. That's the way to respond. I will not. respond.
Tony saw the article and committed seppuku live on YouTube.
He's just pleading the fifth. He's just pleading the fifth on me. So Rogue Squadron. I mean, I was like, all right, Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman, and then Wonder Woman 1984 happened. And then I'm like, Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman. It's like, oh God, why? Why would you do that, Patty? What the fuck is actually wrong with you? And she was like, I'm a woman. You can't make fun of me. And then we're like, oh, no, we're not making fun of you. You just made a bad movie. That's all. It has nothing to do with the fact you're a woman. It's just a bad movie. Because Wonder Woman 84 was a huge disappointment after the first one. It was freaking just horrifying. Here is this Field of Dreams. This hurts. Field of Dreams series adaptation. Michael Schur ordered at Peacock. How do we feel about this one? Are there any Field of Dreams fans?
I liked Field of Dreams back in the day. Yeah,
that was a good movie.
Build it, they will come.
I'm not hyped at all, or feeling this like nostalgic vibes at all from a series made in 2021.
No. I want to see Kevin Costner's character from Yellowstone come in and just shoot whoever the lead character is from the Field of Dreams series and just walk away and be like, I'm going back to Yellowstone with his gravelly ass voice. Don't fucking do it again.
Oh damn it! What's the guy's name? James Earl Jones. Just come back and be like, the fuck is happening? No, I'd rather be dead than deal with 2021 Field of Dreams. It just walks back into the corn. That would be great.
James Earl Jones is just doing fucking Darth Vader dialogue the whole time. And every other line, he just says, "This is CNN." I mean, just. But seriously, like I was like, I don't give a shit about why would you do Field of Dreams again? It makes no fucking sense. Yeah, Clone Geek James Earl Jones was the only good part of Field of Dreams. The best part of Field of Dreams was the parody they did in How High when Tracy Morgan was out in the cornfield. He's like, "Hey, there, you got some big ass titties, ho! I know you heard that." This will be Field of Breeze, Godzillionaire hail. Nana Reaper. They'll probably make the main a bisexual woman of color. She'll be stunning and brave body positivity, bisexual woman of color. Brutal Morningwood, Field of Breeze. I love it.
It's funny. James Earl Jones will come back in Darth Vader voice, like, I didn't kill enough kids.
Apparently, when I was Anakin, I did not take out enough younglings in the temple.
Or they'll make him a deadbeat dad in the movie.
Oh God.
And
yeah. Well, wait, they're gonna reincarnate him and then turn him into a bad dad. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't surprise me. Let's see, Dwayne. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so now we got some Nano Reaper stories here that he shared with me. We'll go through these. Here we go. Number one over here. We got this covered. Dwayne Johnson to reportedly trying to revive a classic Arnold Schwarzenegger franchise. Let's see, when Arnold Schwarzenegger made a uncredited cameo during the opening scene of 2003's The Rundown. It was clearly a passing of the torch moment. So is that what they're trying to do here? I mean, what? Oh man.
He was in The Rundown?
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Yep.
I don't remember. It's been ages since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, The Rock's walking in to the nightclub. As he's walking out, they pass each other.
Oh.
He says something like "Good luck, kid," or I can't remember exactly what he says. Yeah, it's within like the first, 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they want to do a Total Recall. Yep, that's Paul Verhoeven did the original one. I didn't watch the Colin Farrell version because it was
alright.
I'm not much of a Colin Farrell fan. I like some of his comedic stuff. I just sometimes like the serious roles. Like I don't know. It's hit or miss with him.
In Bruges was really good with him.
I didn't see the.
I was thinking of Deadshot when you said hit or miss or Bullseye.
Yeah, he played Bullseye. Yep.
That's right. I was about to say, and you said hit or miss. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. What I was telling you about. I was thinking of something, and you'll have something else come out, or vice versa. It's like, oh my goodness.
Bullseye was the only good thing about that movie.
Oh, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Ben Affleck Daredevil. He's a hell of a good Batman if they actually put him in a Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
Let him be fucking Batman. That nightmare sequence in the end of Justice League. I'm not gonna lie, that was fucking dope. Like
that's the movie we want, dude.
When he just looks at Joker and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you one day," I was like, "Yes." Mm-hmm. Like that was just like Batman's finally had like I am like when I'm just
that's when the killing joke happens, my friend.
Yep.
Do you guys know in Infinity War when Star-Lord says, "You will not take our vessel, sir," and Rocket Raccoon's like, Quill, are you speaking in a deeper voice? That's what Ben Affleck reminds me of as Batman.
That's funny.
Oh shit. It's good. Wait, what did
they all did that too. Christian Bale did the same thing.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Ninth coat.
Bullseye and Hawkeye fought each other in SWAT, but Bullseye was a good guy. Let that sink in.
Yep.
I haven't seen SWAT in a hot minute, but here we go.
Yeah, right.
Mortal Kombat reboot star blasts whitewashing in '95 original.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
They used Christopher Lambert.
Paul,
which I still think he did a better job than that new dude.
Yeah.
But wait, like I don't know. I thought weren't they all representative of the actual characters in the game? Like they all look like the characters in the game. Johnny Cage is a white dude. Let him be white. Like what?
Yep. Well, that's why they didn't have Johnny Cage in this because they didn't want a white hero.
Johnny Cage wasn't even a hero.
He is in the reboot video game. He's like the savior. Well, I think it was
he killed
daughter,
Goro in the movie.
Yeah, right. But he had one win.
This is what this guy, the actor in the reboot, says about Christopher Lambert. He's a fantastic actor, but what we've done in Hollywood for way too long is help America launder its own bigotry.
Yeah, won't you fuck off and create the technology yourself, prick?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Do it yourself then. Show us how it's so much better under your reign.
Oh, Glinzer coming in hot. Maybe that Mortal Kombat reboot star will blast the next Superman too. Yeah. Right? Because that's the Ta-Nehisi Coates fucking Superman. Mm-hmm. I didn't get a chance to mention this earlier, but when we were talking about the Scarlett Johansson thing, which is our main topic tonight, we're going to talk about Scarlett Johansson because she actually got a movie role, ladies and gentlemen. She signed a contract to appear in an upcoming movie. not for Disney. But Emma Stone officially returning for a Cruella sequel. Hey, we got this covered. Got one right, ladies and gentlemen. They called something. No, so Emma Stone is no longer suing now because they tossed her obviously in a sequel. So why would she sue? And the same thing with The Rock and Emily Blunt. They renegotiated their deal on Jungle Cruise. So now neither of them is going forward with the suit. So Scarlett Johansson is basically all alone in this lawsuit. So she's going to get her ass handed to her. She's not going to win this. It's bullshit.
I don't know. I think she'll win the case, but she's lost. I think she loses in the long run of not having more movie roles.
Yeah.
Disney.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and that's the thing is like I'm not shilling for Disney. Fuck Disney.
No,
but that's the problem is she would have had a little more leverage if there was other people involved. And fucking ads. Mattel says it fell short. Pussies. Oh, dude,
Sorry.
they're no, you're fine, brother. You're fine. The adult pretenders are overly sensitive about everything. They're fragile. They're the ones that are actually fragile. Like we're the ones that live in the trenches every day, and they live on their ivory towers and their faux moral high ground. That's the problem with them.
I mean, they don't stand for anything that matters. Like they'll sit there like, oh, I stand with Haiti or pray for Harris. Causes like that don't actually involve or where they don't have to do anything, where they don't have to take any action. They can just say a line in front of a camera, tweet something out, feel like a good person, and move on. They're not willing, like ETEP saying, to roll up their sleeves and really get in the mud to fucking make a difference.
They're not willing to do that, though. That's the thing. That takes effort, and you have to be willing to sacrifice things for that. And they're not the people that will do that. We're the people that do that. We're the people that do it every fucking day in and day out. Whatever your grind is, you've got to grind. No matter what you do, you have a fucking grind. They don't have that. Their grind is basically getting pampered and then playing pretend for 5 minutes, at a time, and then being told how great they are, and and this is the cycle of sycophancy right here. Yeah. Mattel says it fell short on Asian representation in Olympics Barbie collection. Oh,
it's fair. Sorry, go ahead.
No, our intention to represent the Asian community with a skateboarder doll fell short, and we fully receive and recognize the feedback, a Mattel spokesperson said. Wow.
Okay.
I swear to God, if I was the CEO of Mattel, I would just tweet my ass out, just mooning the camera, just tweet it out.
Yep. Oh,
well, wait, I was going to say.
Wait. Yep. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Etep. No,
I have to acknowledge Clone Geek 3535. Homie the Clown is now the mayor of Los Angeles. is Kendo's head still frozen in a jar at that point?
I'd have to say yeah.
Go ahead, Phoenix.
No, I was just gonna say, well, they definitely did fall short on not having an Asian person, doll, but. Counterbalance to that, they did not make a Megan Rapinoe Barbie, and so for that we thank you. Because God, she's terrible. Because they I was worried because they were talking about all these people are getting on the Rapinoe fucking bandwagon, and it's actually ending bad for a lot of companies. But
yep.
This I was like, oh man, there's going to be a short pink-haired Barbie, isn't there? And when you pulled up the picture, I was like, "This is gonna be awful."
Is that Waka Flocka Flame in the middle?
Yep.
oh,
shit! You nailed it.
Now, Tony, she does, might not identify that way.
Tony,
she is.
Tony,
you've got to do better.
Because oh my God, he's up in the middle. Go away. Oh, never mind. I was just gonna start singing No Hands. You probably heard that song enough in the strip club, though.
Yeah.
He's like, I've heard enough of that motherfucking song to last me a lifetime. Girl, the way you move it. Never mind. So yeah, they did not make an Asian Barbie. So way to fucking go. Way to fucking go, Mattel.
How many people? How many complaints do you think were from actual Asian people, and how many were from bored white women?
Yep.
They were mostly bored white women. I'm going to venture to guess to say.
Yeah, I'm going to put my dollar on the bored white women. Definitely.
Draven, you were just in Vegas. How much are you willing to wager on that?
Real talk. Imagine all the racist conversations that go into creating an Asian bird. Now make sure to get the eyes just right and just. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So get on that, Red. Get your drawing.
Godzillionaire says ironic since Barbie toys are probably made in China. So I mean. You know.
That's right. They might not have representation, but they've been touched by billions, and I mean billions of hands to fix and make. So there you go, people.
Let's see. Oh, here.
Get a little bit of Asian in every doll.
Uh-huh.
Are you guys ready for a when vegans attack story?
Yes.
Always.
All right. Guy almost loses his head when group of vegans lock themselves to duck farm machinery.
What the fuck?
God damn it, vegans. God damn it, vegans. Vegans.
They never learn.
Vegans, let me talk to you real quick. Real talk, vegans.
You've got to do better.
I can't stress that enough, vegans. You got to do better. You got to. It's paramount that you do better. And stop chaining yourself to things. I thought you learned from the Greenpeace idiots. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Mm-hmm. Didn't that happen once before where like a group of people chained themselves to something at a slaughterhouse and then it actually like the machine accidentally picked up one of the guys and like started hauling him off? Everybody's freaking out because they're chained to him, so they're like falling. It looked like a Saw movie before Saw. Like it was bad.
If it didn't, well, I mean, there's.
Police, get what you fucking deserve.
I mean, you go in and chain yourself to a meat hook machine in a slaughterhouse, and you get pulled away by a meat hook. Then, well, that's just the universe telling you it's time to fucking go, homie.
Darwinism is kicking in.
Yep.
Now you just have extra chuck in your hamburger. little leg of Larry.
Right. Red Gaze says we could stand to lose a few militant vegans.
All of them.
100% of the complaints were Twitter basement dweller Triggly Puffs, says Nano Reaper. Yeah. Oh God. So yeah, this guy, this is well, I mean, what
kind of person?
Yeah, I mean, just
he was a retard.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This guy chains himself to a fucking machine. I mean, here we go. And let's. Well, you know what? Since before Tony's got a story, but I got to share this real quick. This is a good meme. This is a good meme right here.
No.
That's dark.
No.
That's fucking dark.
That's really dark.
I love it. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. That's the if you've come to expect highbrow entertainment from us here, welcome. This must be your first time, but we will entertain you. Let me share this story that Tony sent over, though. This is.
It's just important, I think.
This is from The Atlantic. Taliban poetry. Yes, they write poems, and they're surprisingly diverse. Hey, look, it's written by Nadia Raza Ghul.
Hey. That's great.
Oh, my God.
That must be why the Taliban keeps coming back. They just use the Lazarus pit.
Yep.
The Afghan militant group's collected literary works provide a rare window into how they see the world. Oh, this ought to be good. Poetry of the Taliban is an English language anthology of poems written by the Afghan Taliban that give an insight into the lyrical souls of the members of the militant group. Kandahar-based researchers and writers Alex Strick van Linkstoten and Felix Kuhn have translated and Bursky and edited more than 250 poems, sourced mainly from contemporary media, specifically the Taliban's official website.
Why do we have to humanize villains?
Jesus Christ, Marvel is Marvel writing the Taliban now? Is freckled, is little diverse freckled Jesus the leader of the Taliban, and somebody not telling me?
Okay, wait a minute. So you're telling me the Taliban has their own websites that we know about, and yet we can't have some IT guy lock in on their IP address and find out where the hell they are and end the Taliban so that they don't have to re-rise up? You guys have had 20 fucking years.
They have Twitter accounts, man.
What in the hell are God damn it. What are we doing?
So the fucking Taliban now, I mean, is the Taliban going to start winning Pulitzer Prizes and shit and being recognized for humanitarian work as far as the written word goes?
Nobel Peace Prizes.
Well, I mean, why not? They, shit. Why don't they give one posthumously to Mao Zedong? I don't know. I mean, fuck. What do you want here, people? What do you want? I mean, wait a second. I might have to go back to this. I'm looking for they don't have any of the fucking poems in here.
Oh, damn it.
But it says that, let me see here. Where'd it go? I don't know. You'll probably find all the things you might expect, but sometimes not in the form you had imagined. In Hunter, for example, the poet imagines that he is a deer in the forest and thinks of the relationship between the foreign soldiers trying to kill him as if they are hunters trying to bag a deer. Or there's a poem written by a woman chastising the men around her for failing to fight properly. Jesus Christ, they have feminists that are how can you? I don't. I'm so that's. I don't even want to try to do the mental gymnastics required to deal with all that right now.
If that girl wrote about what was really on her mind,
right?
I get stoned in the town square. So it's be more manly, man.
Nano Reaper, that is a sexy goat you got there. Taliban member loves sonnets.
Oh god.
Ask the Cheese Gaming Hail says, "Whoa, big panel tonight." Yeah, this we do have a big panel. Fanzine's got to go. Brother, thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I'm sorry it wasn't much conversation. I'm just beat today, man.
It's okay,
really
bro.
It happens.
It is, man. It's all good, but thank you.
It's a great show, man. You guys are awesome. It's always great to be here, ETEP, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, man. Have a great night. And if you're not subscribed to Fanzine, the dude puts out some of the best content on YouTube with no slant, no bullshit. Just loves entertainment. And man, we'll hopefully see you. I don't know if you're going to be on the FC team stream. I thought I saw you possibly weren't.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to. I'll have to see what happens. That's one of the reasons I'm beat is that this kids are going to school, got a kindergarten going to school for the first time, and you're supposed to go Wednesday and get to school open house night. No, they changed his teacher, and no, he's not going Wednesday. He starts Monday, but Wednesday he has got to be there at 12:40 with somebody watching him, and then he goes. It's like you didn't tell us this till tonight when we're prepared to send him Wednesday.
Love those audibles. Love those audibles at the last minute, right? Well, thank you, brother. Go get
hard.
Some rest, man. Get some rest, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for joining us, fans.
You guys have a great show, man. Appreciate it.
It's good to see you, brother.
Yep. Have a great night, man.
Peace.
Peace, bro. Yeah, man. That dude right there is one of the most criminally underrated YouTubers that has almost 7,000 subs.
Yeah.
When people talk about YouTubers, it's I don't understand why his name is not in the conversation more. And I'm not just saying that because he's on the panel. I'm saying that because I genuinely love his content, and you know that it comes from the heart because he loves the stuff that he talks about.
Yeah, go check out his documentary.
Oh God, that dude, that shit, that had me almost Kevin Smith a couple times. I'm not gonna lie, man. It did. I was like, damn, man. There's just certain parts of it. It was like, because it's like it's your seeing your childhood play out like that. It's dope as hell, and especially when it's done right. You know what I mean? By people who care about it. These kinds of people, like you got Nick and Coach over Echo Base making documentaries. You know, Tony, don't even short sell your Phantom Menace documentary you made. You know, your deal. Don't short sell that. You know, Fanzine's 80s documentary. There's so many talented people out here. You know, obviously we got Phoenix on the panel. You know, 2 books out right now. The guy's traveling around to conventions, killing it with his metal works.
Appreciate that, brother.
You're absolutely welcome, man. We got Red Gaze, who's got Sunsworn. Wings of Vengeance out now. He's got Sword of Vengeance. There's all
making
kinds
videos,
of talented people.
Dude, he makes some of the greatest promo videos out there. Like,
yes,
like believe me, I've been wanting to work with him, and once things get I'm just waiting for some stuff to come in, and I'm like, man, like Red Gaze is the dude.
Yeah, his promo videos are fucking fire, man. Always. And we, like I said, you got Vinny Tardamella, who's on his 6th campaign, and it's going to be fulfilled. Shadow of the Kraken, I backed it. I backed Sunsworn. You got Katie with Bonds. Carla with Witch Hunter. There is a ton of fucking things for entertainment wise that's great that you can spend your money on and not give it to these fucking hacks. Support these people, man. These right here are the folks that are going to give you entertainment proper and not preach to you and not give you garbage. Of course, we got Black Rose Comics. He says Phoenix has books. Little rib.
How dare you? How dare you?
Hell, fellas, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, Red. Yeah, dude, this is a great fucking community we have here, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why it is always good to support it. And we appreciate you supporting us here at the channel. We are going to slip into something more comfortable here. We'll be back after these memes, folks. They're memes. You know, fuck it. We're gonna play Wakanda Land again just because I love Tony.
Yeah.
I think if there's people in the chat that haven't seen Wakanda Land, they need to fucking see Wakanda Land. So here we go.
Do you ever look around at your continent and feel a little down? Ashamed of where you come from? Do you ever see your parents offered up to a Libyan warlord from your cage and silently wish to yourself, reality can be whatever I want? My friends, are you simply hungry?
Hi, I'm trans non-binary Disney CEO Bob Chapek, and I'm inviting you to experience the other side of reality. Relax, recuperate, and reinvent yourself at our newest and most diverse Walt Disney World Resort. When real life doesn't quite cut it, come experience our version of Africa. Introducing Wakanda Land.
Book your reservation at Wakanda Land today and get a free 30-day trial to Lucasfilm writer Leslie Headland's new dating app, Wine and Dynasty. It's a sure thing every time. Available for download through the App Store or Google Play.
There we are. That is motherfucking Wakanda Land. Oh, Phoenix disappeared. He might have a bad connection. I'll shoot him a message here in a minute. But we are bounding into comics, ladies and gents. Superboy solo film. Is anybody excited for Superboy other than Kevin Spacey?
I mean, it's animated, maybe.
Maybe James Gunn.
Like, who thinks of this shit, man? Like, we're begging for Man of Steel 2. Like, well, let's do Harley Quinn 3 and Superboy.
Right. It is, man. It's fucking. It's sad. It's like there's so many characters you could do, and this is what you choose. Hey, we want diverse characters. Here's Superboy. Motherfucker, what?
Are they even allowed to call him Superboy anymore? Because I know there for a while, there was like a lawsuit, and they could only call him Connor or by his actual like name.
Right.
The boy of steel, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Probably because I was at the park with my kid today, and there was this little big-headed kid running around, and Trey was playing, and the kid had a big fucking head, and he's running around, and he's like running like this with his head forward because it was big, and his mom's like, Connor Michael, Connor Michael, Connor Michael, come on. I'm like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed for you, big head, run. Don't tip forward.
Damn, that's a huge melon.
Go forward and prosper, tiny Easter Island statue with legs. I thought it was Matt Smith from Doctor Who for a second. I was like, oh shit, Matt Smith is only 3'6".
Wow.
Little Ryan Johnson.
The kid did. He had a big head, and his name was Connor Michael. I just felt bad because and she was like, Connor, like I said, Connor Michael. I was like, oh my God. Like, and he was probably like around Trey's age too. So like, this kid, like, I mean, this kid, you know, like I was like, he obviously knew his name. He's just like, nope, I'm just. I was like, well, look, lady, if you ask him to stop, all that momentum and that weight carrying forward on that big ass head, he's gonna fucking like, I don't know, he's gonna go through the fence or something.
Take a nosedive,
right?
Keep him away from the tetherball court.
He looked like the Underminer. He like went down under the thing and came back. But no, so Superboy film, probably written by James Gunn and Kevin Spacey in conjunction with R. Kelly. Solo film in development at DC Films. The next phase of DC Films, which is allegedly slated to see a number of Superman-inspired films and second-string solo adventures involving such second-string heroes as Our Man and Batgirl, may be looking to add Superboy to its roster. Batgirl has been, well, they made her Latina now, so she's not Barbara Gordon anymore. Well, I think that, or the actress is described, let me say this correctly, so I don't get in any trouble, but she is Afro-Latina, I believe is the correct terminology.
Miles Morales.
Wait.
Basically, yeah, I know Black Falcon. I'm sorry.
You've got to do better.
I know Black Falcon. I know. Okay. I'm sorry, Black Falcon. I'm sorry. But seriously, hang on. I'm over here. I think Parrot Head's. Oh, wait. Okay, all right. It's time for some Parrot Head. We got a couple Parrot Head memes here. All right, hang on. We gotta stop this one. And
why Superboy? Why not make it a cartoon movie or something? Like fuck.
That would make more sense, honestly, to do that. Here we go. Kids today's will never know why they called her Lassie.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh my God, that one is freaking great. And here is this one right here. Summer, fall plans, the Delta. Oh no. Oh no.
No escaping the Delta variant.
Oh God.
Just
let me
keeps
go.
clenching.
Oh dude,
fletching going on there.
Yeah, this is poor hamster. Poor hamster. Yeah.
Or Julia Roberts.
Right? Okay, so this comes to us from the fine folks over at Giant Freaking Robot. DC Films is looking at making a movie centered around the Boy of Steel and likely on the Connor Kent iteration of the character. While the Superboy title was given to a young Clark Kent in early DC Comics, these days he's most often Connor Kent.
Mm-hmm.
With varying backstories and origins, the article says.
Who the fuck is Connor? Is he like Superman and Lois's son or something?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know.
It's just such a lame name, Superboy.
I thought he was a clone, to be honest.
It was a clone with Lex Luthor's DNA mixed in with it as well.
Oh, so it's real gay.
See, Brutal Morningwood, he says, this will go over great. Last I heard, Superboy is a clone made from two men, dating a white Martian, posing as a green Martian, posing as a teenage girl. The SJWs will all over it. Yep. Glinzer, what black actress will be chosen to play Superboy?
No. It's got to be Black Latino.
No, Viola Davis. I thought mine was wrong. He's talking about his meme. He's a clone of Lex Luthor and Superman. Why don't they just make Zendaya Superboy? Or no, Elliot Page. Elliot Page should be Superboy. There we go.
Yes.
There you go. Take my money. Elliot Page is Superboy. Let's see. We weren't able to learn what backstory they'll be using in their new Superboy movie, but honestly, that may turn into a detail they keep tightly wrapped. Well, it's too bad somebody else didn't keep it tightly wrapped because we ended up with Superboy. As such, it's not made clear whether this mooted feature will be for theaters or HBO Max or even spin-off from the version of the character seen on Titans played by Joshua Orpin. As GFR states, there are a few places DC could go with the film that are familiar to comic book readers brainstorming. He could have one of the more complicated backstories that involve him being genetically engineered clone or possibly human Kryptonian hybrid made using Superman and Lex Luthor DNA. It seems like they're planning for a Superboy movie where the character is the son of Clark and Lois. Hey, Lois, check it out.
Did they just go together in a petri dish, Superman and Lex?
They woke up in a new bukkake.
My thing is, I was never a big Superman fan just because I think the whole premise of him being basically indestructible is just ridiculous. And the only thing that can stop him is kryptonite. But everybody and their uncle has kryptonite. Like, it's sold on the fucking street corner. Like, everybody has this shit. It's like...
Even Batwoman has it.
Stupid. And his main villain is just a regular dude who happens to be fucking rich.
And super intelligent.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Nano Reaper hit it right on the note. Well, with the way DC is losing money, it's going straight to the CW.
So we're doomed. We're doomed.
Let's just act Bill Cosby as everyone.
Pudding pop.
And then I found the Superboy. And zip zap it. No, Bill. Leave him alone, Bill. He's underage, you son of a bitch. What are you, James Gunn?
Children have brain damage.
Warner Brothers may prefer to do something different from Titans or other adaptations of the lore, like Superman and Lois. Going by the plans, Jar Jar fuckface lens flare Abrams, Ta-Nehisi the racist piece of shit Coates, and now Michael B. Jordan have to make their own respective POC Man of Steel projects.
That's my biggest problem with them opening the DC EU to the multiverse is they can just do lazy shit.
Yep.
And that's basically what they're doing.
Yep. That's a problem, and Nano Reaper identifies the problem. Lex Luthor did nothing wrong. Superman is an illegal alien, like he's from another planet. Linzer, Kevin Spacey likes him some Superboy. I honestly though, I don't have a problem with, because there's existing, you have Val Zod, you have the Calvin Ellis, the President Superman. Okay, but Ta-Nehisi Coates, that piece of shit, is race swapping Clark Kent.
Yep.
Like, that's a fucking problem, dude. Like, you're lazy. You piece of shit. Like, and I still vehemently dislike him for his comments about the 9/11 first responders. So fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Like, straight up, man. Fuck that guy. Like, that's a garbage tier fucking move, dude. That's Bush League shit. So I don't know. Oh, go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
I feel like Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams, they get the same energy as what's his name? Ivan whatever from Iron Man 2 and Justin Hammer. Totally the same energy. Like J.J. Abrams is going to come in like, what happened to the drones? And he's going to, yeah.
Drone better. Drone better.
Yeah. Same energy. What's JJ going to say to him?
Don't you like your bird?
It's a great bird. It's a fine bird. It's a beautiful bird.
Take his boots too.
Take his pillow too. You like that pillow? Take his pillow. I want to see J.J. Abrams come in and dance like Sam Rockwell did, though. I do. I want to see, because that shit was fire when he came in trying to imitate Robert Downey Jr. I'm like, and he came into the song Superman walked into the diner too. So
I just like I keep seeing the scene in my head of like, see, this should be a skit. Okay, like
don't give shit
JJ
away.
keeps coming in the room, and it's like the first 5 minutes of the script, you know, and Black Superman's got white Lex Luthor hung up like, you racist motherfucker, just torture. Yeah, totally over the line and all. Yep. JJ's like, well, you know, if he gets the villain in the first 5 minutes of the movie, you know, there's not much left. And, you know, I noticed a few F-bombs in there. This is PG-13, and like, just Ta-Nehisi's going to make eye contact with JJ. Yeah.
JJ wets himself.
Yeah.
Immediately offers up his wife and runs out and buys Tiny and asks him what size Nikes he wears.
Would you like a BMW?
Says, I'm so sorry for my white comfort Ta-Nehisi coats. What size Nikes do you wear? Here, plow my wife. Plow my wife while I put lens flares on around you.
He's all filming penetration shots with lens flares.
Right, and then out of nowhere, Tony, out of nowhere, all you hear is,
I've seen this fucking scene play out before.
You've got to do better.
God damn it, Black Falcon.
Well, don't forget, you got to hit the other one on that one, because that is racist.
That's racist.
I'm having fucking flashbacks. Okay, if I can do it, but
like, this is a fucked up Superman movie. What the fuck?
How did I end up casting Superman? I thought I was going on a dating show.
Got you, Dave.
You will be silent.
Yeah, Bortus.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. Literally. Raquel says, I'm gonna bounce. I will come over and subscribe to your channel, Raquel. Thank you for subscribing, dear, and we appreciate you. We do appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Nano Reaper. Oh, he's from New Zealand. That explains the lack of manhood. Taika Waititi. Yeah. Oh yeah. He looks like he huffs paint. Well, he was making out with Rita Ora in Tessa Thompson's foreheads. I mean, there's that. He's got that going for him, bud. Right? I'm Taika Waititi. Yeah. I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby. Yeah, look at this. Watch me hand the hammer to Jane. She's such a fucking Thor. Look at her. Love and thunder, baby. I'm going to ruin your mythos. I'm going to fuck it right in the ear hole. That's what I'm going to do to your mythos. Warner Brothers, yeah, so they're going to do something different. Sasha Calais is set to make her debut as Oliver Platt, the Girl of Steel, in Andy Muschietti's upcoming Flash film, which continues Zack Snyder's DCEU, indicating that reports of current on-screen continuity isn't totally going away are likely correct. Did they put a picture of her in here? Do y'all remember what fucking they did to that beautiful young woman, Sasha Calais? They made her look like Oliver fucking Platt. I mean, I made a meme out of it because it was funny. But I shouldn't really laugh because I feel bad because she's honestly like, she is like, before they lobbed her hair off and made her into this transgender non-binary Bob Iger fucking CEO of Disney. I mean, she was a very beautiful woman, but this is what they did to her right here.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
And it's not because I know it's the rig underneath, and they're gonna CGI that out because it's her harness. But I mean, her hair, it's like, why would you do that? And this is what artists believe Sasha Calais should look like.
Yeah, she's hot.
Isn't
like
there
right
a version in the comics where she looks like that with the short hair though?
Probably. See, this is her before they fucking made her look like Superboy.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, man, just beautiful young woman. This is her compared to her comic counterpart right here. So yeah, this is DC's MO right now. Their modus operandi is just they gave her the Elliot Page treatment. Nano Reaper, they gave her the Supreme Karen cut. Taika's breath will ruin your Mentos in a minute, baby. Oh hell! So that's the Superboy stuff going on. So let's have some more memes, ladies and gents, and yeah, we'll be back with our second topic of the evening. Here we are with James Gunn, the man that was on our thumbnail this evening. James Gunn, ladies and gents. The Suicide Squad director James Gunn named in lawsuit for hosting a pedo-themed event. Does it ever cease to amaze anybody how, like, every time you think Hollywood can't go any lower? And like I said, it's funny, on my memories for Facebook today, there came up a video of me ranting about how much of a piece of shit I thought James Gunn was back in 2018 when all this came out about the tweets and all that. And you know, and I kind of softened my stance a little bit. And not to the effect of that, like, I forgave anything that he said, but I'm just like, man, he's not been convicted of anything. I mean, he's a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned, but, you know, there's literally, I mean, I can't say there's been no crime committed. I'm not saying or levying any accusations, but the shoe fits. That's all I'm saying. The shoe fits. So especially hosting a party that's themed like this, I mean, if there was ever a red flag, this is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, this is pretty messed up, but it just seems awfully, whether it's true or not, it seems awfully coincidental that right after the movie that this comes to light.
Yeah.
And then, like, he's supposed to go on to do Guardians, so it just seems like somebody has a hit for it, or, you know, out against him. I don't know. Whether this stuff's true or not. I don't know.
A few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we wonder, like, you know, maybe he stole somebody's 9-year-old. I don't know.
Maybe he offered up some kids to a Libyan warlord, Tony, at Wakanda land.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just interesting. Like, I wonder who would have it out for him.
Mm-hmm.
It is, if you really think about it, because Hollywood is so cutthroat, man. It is so cutthroat. So yeah, who could have it out for James Gunn? It was Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Walter Hamada trying to get the conversation changed before he gets fired for dropping bombs.
Oh, Walter, yeah, he's gone. Walter Hamada is going to be fucking gone. That's one. I guarantee you Walter Hamada will be gone from Warner Brothers before Kathleen Kennedy's gone from Lucasfilm.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a pretty safe bet. Yeah, I think so. Hamada's garbage.
Yeah.
What's that?
I still can't get through Aquaman. I've tried.
I liked Aquaman.
I did too. I enjoyed it, honestly. I did. I liked it, man. Jason Momoa kind of made it enjoyable for me.
Mm-hmm.
It takes away from the fact you've got Amber Heard in the supporting role. At least but
I didn't mind her either. As what is it, Mira?
Yeah. No, she wasn't terrible. She was just there.
Yeah.
She was just there, and I'm like, I'm okay with that. Her just being there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like, she was so different between that and Justice League, though. It was very off-putting going back and watching Aquaman again because she had a different accent.
Okay.
So you watched the Snyder Cut, didn't you, Draven?
Yeah. I watched it.
Okay. Yeah, because she had Tony, did you sit through that long ass fucking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled about it.
I liked Snyder Cut okay. It was long. It was a little insistent upon itself, but like that nightmare scene was brutal, and I liked they did the ending so much better with the Flash more involved and everybody involved instead of Superman kind of flying down and
being the Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, taking 90 seconds to kick his ass, and I liked the ending a lot better, but it was, it didn't have to be that long, but I get if it was Zack Snyder's swan song, it's not like he has a daughter to look after anymore. So, he really invested. Put 4 hours in.
Dude, I watched it like 3 times back to back to back just because of with different people. Oh nice. Yeah, it was very, very long. And then I saw they did it in black and white, and I kind of watched a little bit of that too. Yeah. I mean, there were bits and pieces I liked that improved it, and they took out some of the better pieces, which was the bit with Aquaman at the beginning, and they changed the Batman and Superman. There's some extra lines that were better the first time around. And then the best part is, well, if you don't watch the Snyder Cut, at least you're out at like, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But overall, I mean, at the end of the day, was it perfect? No, because they rushed it, man. They were like, we need to be like Marvel. I think if they would have stepped back a little bit and did what Marvel did, slowly build it up, it'd have been a lot better. Because I don't feel they really understood. Like when you watch the Snyder Cut and then you watch what we first got, it's like they just threw somebody in there, hurry up, finish it up. And at least with the Snyder Cut version, if this is truly it, you get it in one coherent shot, and you're done. It's not 2 different movies fighting in your head. Well, what would they have done if it was the other way? Yeah. So, I mean, overall, I'd rather watch them than some of the other movies. I'll still rather watch these than the Disney Star Wars movies.
DC's always been good at their solo stuff, and because they basically that's like building the world, but their group stuff is just all over the freaking place.
Yeah, they did. They completely, but you can't put a team up movie out before you've established your backstory. I mean, you haven't done shit for Cyborg really or Flash or Aquaman at this point. It's like, hey, we're gonna put Justice League out in 2017 because we're 5 years behind Marvel because they're on, they're going in round in the corner into their fucking 3rd Avengers movie coming in 2018, and we're just getting our first team up movie out because we've been letting fucking toiling in obscurity in the fucking Grayverse with Zack Snyder, which like I said, and I like Batman vs Superman, the Ultimate Edition. I own it. I liked Man of Steel. I don't agree with all of Zack Snyder's fucking almost borderline Darren Aronofsky fucking huffing your own farts filmmaking. I don't, but he's better. He was better than Joss Whedon at Justice League. Absolutely. Did it need to be 4 hours? My God, no. He puts more slow motion. And this is why I don't like the movie. This is why I don't like the fucking movie 300. Like I acknowledge it for what it is, but my God, the fucking slow motion, all this shit, I'm like, holy fuck. Like,
yeah, but a lot of the slow motion was action scenes in this.
It was.
In Justice League, like there's the scene where they're walking up steps and it's slow mo. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you don't put slow mo there.
No fucking reason.
Yeah,
no fucking reason. None. What do you say? 6 hours after they starting to watch the Snyder Cut, I paused more popcorn. Just realized a third of the way done. The Snyder Cut was for autumn, the way they said. The same way Schumacher Cut will be for Joel Schumacher. R.I.P. to both of them. Let's see. The Teen Titans Go movie they did is underrated. I need to watch that. I need to watch that. I love the show. I love the Teen Titans Go goofy ass cartoon show. And it's so funny because what's his name? Is it Kari Payton that plays Cyborg on there? Plays King Ezekiel on The Walking Dead. So now all I see when Ezekiel's on The Walking Dead is Cyborg. Just goofy ass cartoon Teen Titans Go Cyborg yelling and shooting people.
It's funny because they make fun of Deathstroke in that, and every time they see him, they're like, Deadpool?
Yep.
That's probably on HBO Max. I need to watch that. I'm sure I do. I need to watch that. So James fucking Gunn, the Suicide Squad director, has been named in a lawsuit against mindless self-indulgence lead singer James Uringer, aka Jimmy Urine, for hosting a pedo-themed party. They really fucked over Captain Boomerang in this movie too.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to see who the fuck this chick was too, and then they killed her off. I was like, yeah, that was fucking.
I feel like that opening scene was like a fuck you to the original Suicide Squad.
Pretty much.
That's why they did that.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. That was a big fuck you to David Ayers.
Mm-hmm.
In the summons for the lawsuit obtained by Human Events, an anonymous woman accuses Uringer of sexual assault, battery, and abuse of a 15-year-old girl, which occurred for nearly 3 years. In further details, that Uringer groomed and manipulated the plaintiff into believing that his sexually assaultive behavior was not criminal, and that by engaging in sexual activity with him, the plaintiff was actually helping to protect younger girls from sexual assaults. Oh, my Lord. During that 3-year period, Uringer repeatedly assaulted and molested the plaintiff, the summons proclaims. In a section of the summons titled Uringer is self-identified and self-promoted pedo, the Suicide Squad director James Gunn's name comes up. The summons reads, knowledge and reports of Uringer's pedophilia continue to circulate to this day. Recently, the picture of Uringer's wife, Chantel, and a man wearing a masked full-body rabbit suit at a pedo-themed party surfaced publicly. Upon information and belief, the man wearing the rabbit suit is Uringer. The party was hosted by director James Gunn, and upon information and belief, attendees in the party were encouraged to dress like pedos and abuse victims. Oh, wow. Here it is right here.
That's
Look at this
fucked
shit.
up.
That is, yeah. This is, what do you say? Exhibit C features Gunn dressed as a priest posing the camera. The image was shared to social media in 2018 by the Daily Caller contributor Ian Miles. God damn, man.
Who's also kind of a piece of shit.
Oh, absolutely. James Gunn is absolutely a piece of shit.
No, I mean,
who? Ian Miles?
Yeah, Ian Miles. Who basically flip-flops all the damn time and can't actually stand for anything.
Fence sitter.
Yep.
Tony, we were just talking about that earlier, weren't we? Good answer, Tony. Chong's sharing of the image came after Gunn was accused of pedo after dozens of tweets surfaced involving the grape word, the pedo, and molestation, including tweets involving Houston Huddleston. Huddleston was found guilty of possession of those materials and ordered to register as a sex offender. Yeah. And I heard I think it was Jeff and Nick and Kendo were streaming earlier, and I was listening to it while I was at the park with Trey, and we were talking, and they were talking about, and I was trying to send in a super chat, and it wouldn't fucking send, but Jeff made a really good point, and he said, if this was the movie that John Cena, had made, if he had made this movie before he made those stupid ass comments during Fast 9, like, can you imagine like how much his star would have risen right now? Because he was good in this. I don't like him, but he was good in this.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Jeff and Nick and Kendo that were streaming. They were discussing that very point. I think Jeff brought it up, so I want to give him credit for that. But yeah, it was a good point. Jesus, yeah. Frankie knows. Hail to you, sir. He says, ordered to register. He's out and about. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. He should not be out and about. Jeff video today was pre-recorded. Oh, that was pre-recorded. Okay. All right. I thought it was live. Batista, Orange Man bad, James Gunn good. The hill he chose to die on. Yeah, man. Trust me. That's yeah, Jesus. How many subs are you at over at the men's room now, Adam?
Let's see. Last I checked, we were at 93.
93. Okay. So
7 away.
7. Do me a favor, peeps. Go over there and sub to the men's room for me. Because Tommy Gladden has to eat sushi for the first time, and that is going to be fucking
hilarious. I take that back, my friend. 95. We're at 95. So we need 5.
5 peeps. Go over and sub to my boys over at the men's room. Give them a shout out, man. Subscribe. Gunn addressed the accusations of the pedophilia in a thread on Twitter back in 2018. Many people followed my career when I know I viewed myself as a provocateur, making movies and telling jokes that were outrageous and taboo. As I've discussed publicly many times, as I've developed as a person, so is my work and my humor. That's bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit on that. He's full of shit. He's you're not fooling anybody with that thin veneer of I'm so edgy. No, motherfucker. You're a part of the Hollywood machine. You're one of those in the know types, and yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's bullshit. It's bullshit. If you throw a party like that, you're a sick fuck. Right?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. I hate to break it to you. I mean, we kind of brought up too. You know, that was the thing that bothered me about the Suicide Squad movie. I had to agree. It's the whole kid bit. You know, the weasel lived.
Yeah. That got me. Yeah, spoiler alert for the Suicide Squad. Men's room is at 98 right now, ladies and gentlemen. We need 2 more over there for the men's room. Get them. And Tommy's got to eat sushi. And
for the first time, he's over 30 years old, a picky eater, won't eat anything. So that he said, if we got the only reason we're worried about getting to 100 is because he said if we get to 100, because he didn't think we would, he would eat sushi for the first time, and we're all going to go to a sushi bar and eat sushi. You know, so yeah,
sushi's fucking delicious.
I know we didn't quite get to do that when we hooked up, but that's all right.
I know.
Next time,
I didn't know you can eat
Jesus in your life.
Tony does not. I was sending Tony pictures of sushi when I was out last time.
We went to an all-you-could-eat sushi place in Vegas. That was it was like 20 minutes away. It was $26 for 90 minutes of all you could eat. So, and you could basically order anything on the menu, and it was part of that, and it was awesome.
Did they have sake and everything too?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh fuck yeah.
Sake and they had beer too, Japanese beer.
See, I'll just eat like the wasabi. Just send me bowls of wasabi.
Oh,
maybe some crackers.
I put too much wasabi on mine. Oh my god, these jalapeno flavored rolls, and yeah, too much wasabi on that, dude. My nose is fucking running.
And the spicy tuna was actually spicy. Like there,
caught you off guard.
Normally you get stuff like that, and then they like, you know, it's like bit for bitches. You know, that don't like spicy food. But yeah,
I want wasabi Funyuns, man. Bring those back.
Oh my god,
that's my
wasabi
sushi.
Funyuns.
I like those little.
Bomb.
I never tried those. That would have been amazing, though. I like the wasabi peas. I love those.
Oh, I love those too.
Yeah, I love wasabi.
Fucking love those, dude. Those are so good. What's not good is James Gunn. He's a fucking piece of shit. And I want to go back to Glinzer's comment. It's Chris Hansen. Hello, Mr. Gunn. Why don't you have a seat? Why don't you sit down? What's in the bag, Mr. Gunn? The director, he continued. It's not to say I'm better, but I am very, very different. See, that's a key right there. Not to say I'm better, implying that there was an issue. I'm better, different than I was a few years ago. Today, I try to root my work in love and connection and less in anger. My days saying something just because it's shocking and trying to get a reaction are over. Yeah, bullshit, bud. Yeah. Tony, go ahead, man. I'll let you kind of speak on this one for a minute.
Again, it's just there's like I try to say shocking things for humor, like walk a flock of flame, but if I was sitting here constantly, like every other joke is about black people, I mean that's, you know, not just singling someone out, but it starts to make you think, you know, maybe this dude really You know, have some out for black people or something. And the same thing here. I mean, he's talking about liking. I remember this. He was talking about liking a movie so much he could just grab a and to that I don't want to say too much on YouTube, but just really dark stuff. And that's without the parties. That's without like the weird pictures surfacing and weird stories about what he's done to girlfriends. And you know, like he's talented, but a lot of artists are fucked up in the head, and then Hollywood just kind of seems to be a cesspool of wrongdoing, you know? Like at worst, I'm sitting here reading these shocking tweets thinking, you know, he's writing this as he knew what was going on with Weinstein. And Weinstein's the only one that's caught. I mean, that's prevalent all over, you know?
Right.
I don't know. It's just, I'm sick of Hollywood, you know? The worst part of it is, I mean, they're fucking deviants, but they really think they're better than us fucking corn-shucking, blue-collar, just motherfuckers who have to get up every day because we don't know how our rent's going to be paid, you know? We, or I should say our rent isn't guaranteed to be paid, you know? Just fuck this guy, you know? And the worst part is he, participates in the cancel culture and stuff. When it's on the other side, he's all for Roseanne losing her job, you know? I'm pretty sure he wasn't hurt by Gina Carano leaving, you know? And it's just, fuck you, dude. Like, if anyone should understand and appreciate the power of a second chance, it's you. Because you should have been done for with that shit, you know? And not even saying I agree that he should be done for, but in this climate, if you weren't making good movies... If Guardians was all 10 years ago and you hadn't been up to much lately, the forgiveness wouldn't have been, you know, so plentiful.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. You know, this guy, we all know where he's going. You know, we all know what it is. And it's the same thing with the next story. And I'm not going to pull the article up, but Horatio Sands from Saturday Night Live was recently named in a accusations stemming back years to an underage girl he started out had an inappropriate relationship with, and yeah, she's come out and named him. And then Jimmy Fallon is kind of named in it. You know, he knew what was going on. It's like these people are just outing themselves as fucking scumbags, like all of them. Like it is. It's like there's no, and then but like Tony mentioned Gina Carano again. And it's like, yeah, and then you have people like her that get fired for drawing a correlation, which we're a step away from Papers, Please. Look in France right now.
Yeah,
look, hey, France is being American better than we're being American right now, motherfuckers. Wake up. That's all I'm going to say.
Well,
I'm not going to say anything else. Wake up, people.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up right now.
Yeah. Especially the thing that they just released with the different terror threats. And people not following like mandates and stuff is one of them.
Yeah.
And that's like, really?
Or questioning things.
Or, you know, even like, I guess 9/11 sympathizers was one of the things too or something.
9/11 sympathizers? You mean like Americans?
Yeah, basically.
The ones that told Biden not to come to the memorial.
Yep, yeah. And Afghanistan just fell. I don't want to get too deep down this fucking rabbit hole. But yeah, we'll be talking about this on Rogue Squadron tomorrow night over on Supreme Heretics channel.
Here's for all the feminists and virtue signalers out there, because this is authentic. My thoughts and prayers. I mean, I'm really hoping the best for those women over in Afghanistan, because they're going to suffer true oppression, you know, when they don't have the privilege of shaving their head and dyeing the fucking remainder pubes coming out of their forehead blue and march around and bitch because they didn't get their way in an election or anything else. You know, fuck you. Because of your shit, because of your ignorance, these women are going to have to fucking suffer now. You know, and they just gotten away from that. And That's not their way of life. You can go back, you can look at what Iran looked like in the 60s and 70s. You can look at what Afghanistan looked like. They don't want to fucking live like that. But you know what? We keep defending the bad guys in all these situations, and it's just getting old. You know, the world is losing to evil, and it sucks.
Idiots. Evil and idiots, man.
I don't want to get like too philosophical, but things in the Bible like point to like where we start idolizing criminals and things like that and all that. So
ideologues and false deities, man.
Yep.
Ideologues are not demigods. They're not. That's the problem. People are too caught up in the cult of personality. And they lose touch with their actual ability to discern bullshit from truth. And because that's the problem, because you get in your feelings too much and you don't care about the truth anymore because you're only worried about self-preservation.
Yep.
And it's fucking sad. And Tony, you're absolutely spot on, man. Yeah, this is a actual cause that feminists and women should be fighting right now, is what's going to happen to these women and these girls over there, because that's going to be a fucking crime against humanity, the way they're going to be forced to live. But speaking of American feminists and American white women suffering, Scarlett Johansson is not unemployed anymore. She joined the newest Wes Anderson movie. Margot Robbie and Tom Hanks are already on board. This exclusive from the Hollywood Reporter came out 1/14 today, and it's now shooting. So ScarJo is going from the world of Marvel to the world of Wes Anderson. The Black Widow star is the latest big name to join the filmmaker's new movie, currently before cameras in Spain. The movie has enlisted the usual repertoire of Anderson thespians: Adrian Brody, Bill Murray, Jason Schwartzman, Tilda Swinton, but also features high-profile newcomers Margot Robbie and Tom Hanks among them. Rupert Friend is also on the roll call. Plot details for the feature, which Anderson wrote and is directing, are being kept under wraps, and Johansson's character details were not revealed. Anderson is expected to wrap shooting in late September, just in time for the opening of his latest movie, The French Dispatch, in October via Searchlight. This isn't the first time Johansson has worked with Anderson, but it will be her first in front of the camera. She previously lent her voice for the 2018 Auteur's 2018 stop-motion animated picture Isle of Dogs. The actress, who scored double Oscar nominations in 2020 for Marriage Story and Jojo Rabbit, is coming off the superhero standalone Black Widow, which inspired a lawsuit against Disney and alleges her contract was breached when the Marvel movie was released on Disney Plus day and date. She is rep by CEA and Morris Yorn. So ScarJo no longer out of work. What say you, gentlemen?
I think she's better off, honestly.
So do I.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. She's like, regardless of how Black Widow did, she's like one of the most recognizable faces in film right now, and she is coming off a hot streak with Marvel, so she was definitely going to find work.
Mm-hmm. And I'm happy for her that she did, honestly. Like, I don't want to see her beholden to Disney. You know, they threw her away. And they traded her in for a younger model. They did what most, about 44 to 45-year-old guys do. They trade in, and I'm not going to do that. Trust me. I have my queen. I'm good. I'm staying pat. But no, man. And they traded her in for Florence Pugh, which the acting ability. I mean, Florence Pugh, I'm not saying she's not a good actress. I haven't seen much of her work. What I have seen hasn't been terrible. I do kind of like her as Yelena. She's not Black Widow, Yeah. But I'm happy for ScarJo. She's going to get to, and I'm not really a big Wes Anderson fan.
What does he do? I know the name.
Let me run down his filmography here. I'll pull up IMDb, because I mean it sounds like they're more like you said.
I like the Isle of Dogs. I've seen that.
I've never seen it. Let me see here. We'll go over here. We'll share this screen. We'll stop and we'll share this one. That's the end of the article anyway. So here we go. Wes Anderson, Wesley Wales Anderson was born in Houston, Texas. And here he goes.
Oh, he did Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's like one of my favorite movies too.
The Royal Tannenbaums was fucking great. That movie's wow, holy shit, dude! That movie's 20 years old now.
These are all the movies like I know of but haven't seen.
I've seen Rushmore.
I haven't seen that. I like the stop motion ones, like Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs. Those were good.
I don't think I've ever seen Fantastic Mr. Fox. But yeah,
it has Willem Dafoe as a rat who like steals cider in the cellar. It's awesome.
Nice.
I haven't seen one of these fucking movies. Jeez.
Yeah, Rushmore wasn't bad. Rushmore wasn't bad at all. But yeah, yeah, okay. Hey, Runner's in the house. Runner, we while we grant you a seat on this council, we do not grant you the title of Lord. Welcome. Fantastic Mr. Fox is the only Anderson film I've seen. I'll try to find where that's streaming, and I'll see if I'll watch it with Trey. We'll check Fantastic Mr. Fox out tomorrow after I'm done working.
It's kind of dry humor. Like there's a scene where because Bill Murray voices the Badger, and him and Fox are like looking at each other, and they like say they don't actually cuss. They just say cuss you, stuff like that. And then they just start looking at each other, and then they start like acting like real animals and like snarling and growling at each other. It's just really like on the nose, kind of like dry humor, which is great.
Nice. It'll be worth checking out then. What the hell? We'll give her a shot. I mean, Tony, you got anything else you want to add before we close out, bro?
No, I was just saying I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock my time.
Yeah, it's 11 here.
Yeah.
Just I fucking great meeting you, Draven.
Yeah,
my
great
buddy.
meeting you too, dude.
Yeah, we hit it off right away. We had a good time. And fucking I can't I'm really gonna try to save up and make it to Orlando, but I can't wait for next year either.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, if because my plans are to do Horror Hound, at least one of them every year now, and definitely I'm in Vegas next year. There's no fucking way I'm missing that again. There's no fucking way I'm missing Vegas.
I'm getting an SUV next time so I can fit more people in the car. Because
as of the security for ETEP and Coolan in a place to be reviews, yeah, right, like definitely have to hit Vegas, because what we all did this weekend, right? I mean, granted we were in different areas, was great, but when we all get together, it'll be epic.
Fuck yeah.
I know. Draven, are you gonna try to make it to Horror Hound?
I'm gonna try to. We'll see how that works out. But yeah.
Like I said, man, all welcome, bro. All welcome.
Yep.
So if you do,
yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there for two. I'm be there for 2 nights this time. Yeah, Vegas next year. We're gonna try. I'll try to make that probably like a 4-day trip. I'll just red eye out there. Well, probably be me and the wife. I know she'll come with me. There ain't no way she'd let me go to Vegas by myself. Grand Rapids one thing, Vegas that's another thing. But might come back with a nice wife, Tony. I don't know. That's something in my throat. Anyway, but oh damn it. But anyway, thank you. Nano says we got a 7-passenger Toyota Sequoia. I saw one of those on the road the other day. It was all blacked out like my Ram, and I'm looking at it going like, that looks fucking. I like the way that looks all blacked out. Cause
I got a truck. Dodge Journey. That was what they rented me to get home, and it was it had a decent amount of space in it. So,
oh yeah, dude. The Journeys, I used to sell the shit out of those. They made they made an all blacked out Journey. It was it was actually pretty cool. But yeah, those things, they're nice. The back seats all fold down. You got a shitload of storage in them too. That's what I actually hauled fucking plywood in those things once. I took a used one home just for the hell of it, because my truck was getting the boards and tonneau cover put on, and they didn't have them, so I just left it there because I just got it, and I'm like, fuck it. I just took this old Journey home we had. And I was like, oh, this thing's kind of, I had to go pick up because I was doing shit to my fence. But that's home improvement with ETEP, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hey, did you get those bumpers you were talking about done today that you mentioned earlier?
I didn't. The only one I got done, I got the Falcon one done. And we've all been familiar with this because we all.
You've got to do better.
We got to do better.
It's the first time I've actually seen it was tonight because I didn't watch that last episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Tony, did you miss the box office breakdown intro?
No, I saw it. I did
you
see
that?
It.
I
think I might not have been on, but I was watching on my phone.
I didn't know if you caught that. I was like, I wonder if we'll get the Nicolas Cage, and I was like, I forgot to edit this because I got to put this piece on at the very beginning.
Hello and welcome to this week's.
And then go into the box office breakdown with Grace.
Nice.
Yep. Grace, thank you. That was out of her video that was from like today. I saw that. I went over. I was like, let's see if Grace is giving me any good little nuggets here, and go over to Beyond the Trailer, and I'm like, I'm getting hypnotized by her sexy ass voice, and I'm like, oh, here's a good one right here. I can't even say that with a straight face. Anyway, this has been a great show. Thanks to Phoenix, who, I don't know, he probably had a Tinder thing or something, so he bounced. Thanks to Phoenix for coming out and hanging out in GR with us, man. We had a blast. Thanks for coming on tonight. And Fanzine, it's always great to stream with Fanzine. And let me kick it over to my co-host with the most, Mr. Tony Tone Deaf.
Yeah, come check out the Clown World Review. We're always doing big things over there. Just dropped a GTA video, did a little live stream before that. Kind of want to go live tomorrow. That all depends on where the wind takes me, because if it's a good work day, I might just stay my ass out in the sun. So we'll see, but I definitely want to go live, talk some pop culture, talk some video games, and yeah, everyone have a good night. Fucking, if you were in Las Vegas, it was great to see you. Can't wait for next year, and I'm taking my ass to bed.
Next
Thanks,
year,
as always.
I'm going to a strip club.
Yeah, I can take you to the one I used to manage, bro.
Okay.
Sure,
Wait,
all the girls I used to manage are probably on the day shift by now, but yeah.
On the day shift, oh no,
It's been a few years.
That's where strippers' careers go to die. Next on the docket, AngelousDraven.
And I'm AngelousDraven, the Phantom Collective Vampire. I do gaming over on my channel, and I'm part of LGL. So check us out. We got some stuff in store for everybody over on LGL. Try to get into a routine over there on producing some content for you.
Well, thank you, Draven, man. It was great to have you on as always.
Yeah,
brother.
always a pleasure. Sorry I'm not as vocal tonight. I'm still kind of pretty tired from being out in Vegas, but yeah.
That was a hell of a way home, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. We're glad you made it home though. That's the important thing, man. And yeah, dude, I'm glad you got to meet Tony. I am jealous. I'm like, everybody's getting to meet Tony except me, and I'm
get to meet Tony and his wife, and his wife's pretty nice too. So
I'm gonna start getting fucking possessive, like a fucking crazy girlfriend over here, Tony. I'm gonna fucking fly out there and boil your rabbit. That's it. He's like, I don't have a rabbit. I'm like, well, somebody's.
I'll buy one just for the occasion.
Yes, I can go.
Bunny, George, you gotta pet the bunny.
Finally, I can put my Glenn Close wig on and make it work. Adam Shawhan, super fan, thank you, bro. It was great hanging out with you again this weekend in GR. It was a blast, man. Thank you.
It was, man. It was. And thank you, everybody that helped get the men's room to 100, because now Tommy is gonna have to eat sushi. So we got the 7 subs we needed from tonight's stream. So awesome. Thank you. We'll be having Wednesday. I will be on Digital Pollution. Of course, I'll be stalking this guy because that's what I do as a super fan. Always in the corner. Got his back. Friday on the men's room. In the chat, I have dropped our link tree. You can find us everywhere, as I am the co-manager on the men's room. So a co-host. So yeah. Giggity. But thank you for getting us to that 100 spot, Pete. Yes, awesome.
Oh, man, dude, we are more than happy to help. Absolutely, bro, absolutely.
We've got 2 puppies out of the 11, by the way. So
right.
Yeah, Lizzie that was in here, she supposedly has 5, and Penny has 6, but I think they got it backwards, man. Or because we're gonna have 11. So we've got 2, 1 boy and 1 girl.
Nice.
The puppies are on their way.
It's all
That's
your fault,
fucking
man.
awesome.
I come
It
home,
is.
I come back, they're smelling
It
the bag. They're like, wait a minute, you were with ETEP. That's it, we're pissed. Then they want to have nothing to do with me. And they're like, nope.
I'm like fucking Dr. Doolittle, man. I am Dr. Doolittle. Normally I would, I'm in the zone. I'm Etepokuian, and yeah, tomorrow I will probably have a video for you guys. I know I haven't had many reviews lately, but rest assured, folks, Batwoman is on her way back. I am going to be reviewing Why the Last Man, and I'm asking myself already, why am I going to do this to myself? Because I'm sure the show is going to be fucking terribly woke. I'm not going to guarantee you that I'm going to do this show in its entirety. I'll see how the response is to the first review I do of it, and we'll go from there moving forward. But I still owe you guys. There's quite a few videos I owe you guys. I got to get a Galaxy High one out. There's so much shit I have to do, and I got to start horror reviews because it's almost September, which means it's almost October, which means it's time for my horror reviews. The first one that you'll be getting will be Friday the 13th, Part 8, because I never did that. That's Jason Takes Manhattan. I've been looking forward to it. I was kind of watching some of it the other day in my spare time. So I will be doing a review on that one too. Also tomorrow you can catch me at 6:30 on the Supreme Heretics channel. I had a great time last week there and on the High Council and on Mindless Entertainment with Jesse Milestone. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll be back over there on the High Council. Fingers crossed soon. Wednesday we have Going Rogue right here. Our guest Wednesday is Tony. Dude, did I tell you who the guest was Wednesday? New Comic Book Normie is our guest Wednesday. We have New Comic Book Normie on Wednesday. Next Monday night right here, Mary Mayhem will be joining us. And then the following Wednesday, I have Saggy Melons coming on, which I miss her terribly. I am so glad to get to stream with her again. So yeah, she'll be coming on. And there'll be videos, and let's see, Thursday and Friday, let's see. Oh yeah, so the morning show. I am going to be doing the morning show. It'll be a little bit earlier, starting not this week but next week, because and my son goes back to school. So I'll be doing the morning show from 8:30 until 10. Because I have to go into work around 10:30, and I'll be back in the afternoon. So that won't change. But Friday, the 28th of August or 27th, I have to substitute teach in class. So there won't be a morning show because I'll be in class all day. So no morning show that night. I'll have a video pre-recorded, though, to put out Friday for you guys going into the weekend. Something fun, though. So actually watch it this time, you bastards. I made a Harvey Weinstein video. Nobody watched. 23 views. I mean, what am I doing here? I'm just kidding. I love you guys. But watch the video. No, really, I don't want to threaten you guys, but I want to, how much is it going to cost to get, how much? Anyway, no, you pay me. I'm just kidding. Don't pay me. Unless you really want to, and then it's up to you. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, no, I'm just kidding, folks. You're fine. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Let me roll back through this chat. Keely Chow says Friday Night Tights. Hey, I was on the High Council, so why not? Glinzer, hail to you. He says, what happens in Vegas comes to YouTube. Parrothead said, great stream. Thank you, Parrothead. We appreciate you, the purveyor of memes. Frankie Knows, Nano Reaper, Runner. Bet you thought I was going to slip, didn't you? Glinzer, like I said, let's who else we have? Clone Geek was here. What about Brutal Morningwood, Raquel SSG, Red Gaze, one of my mods. Thank you so much, Red. Man, yeah, you guys and gals are awesome. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Osmosis was here earlier. Godzillionaire, Master of the TDS stopped through. Brightest Day was here. Tina Bojan. Yes, so thank you all. Brutal Morningwood, man. Join Twitter to help promote us, help promote our channels. That's an OG move right there. You stepped into the most wretched hive of scum and villainy in this side of a Lucasfilm writer's room meeting and join Twitter. So we appreciate it. And I'm Etepokuian of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it is better to burn out than fade away. Star-Lord, you toxic white male son of a bitch, take him home.